Hey, it's your girl Wild Child, the Wild One, and I'm on Drunken Diaries with my new friend Bobby.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Drunken Diaries. I'm your boy Bobby Tesler, and I got a special edition tonight. I guess every edition is special, but I got my girl Wild Child.
I'm special.
She's a special one. She's a special one. I'm really excited about this episode because this is actually the first episode that I've shot where I didn't know my guest very well. And I've been holding out on this one to get you on my show for a while for that exact reason.
Okay.
And so we're going to talk about a lot of shit. And so this is uncensored, it's unedited. So
we can say whatever the fuck we want to. Gang.
If you fuck up, it's going to stay in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we do. So I got a whole list of shit that I'm going to ask you about. And yeah, so be nervous, be scared.
Don't be nervous, be scared. I'm not nervous.
All right, cool. Then you gotta start the show off with a shot.
Oh God. Yeah. Okay, so we're going.
You can pick whatever you want. I got Henny, I got Remy, I got Patron.
You ain't got no 1942.
I got Patron.
Yeah. Okay.
You want Patron?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that on the table?
Yeah.
I got a whole nother bottle right there.
Okay. Period.
So yeah, we're gonna get into all that. Tatum drank most of this.
Really?
Yeah, and I got Tatum a drink.
Well, that's a big shot. He want me to get drunk.
A big shot? That's half a shot. Here, cheers. All right.
Ooh.
Okay. So, Wild Child, do anybody call you by your real name?
No.
Okay. Are we going to disclose that? It's not a secret because you say it on your Instagram.
I said it one time on my Instagram because doing clothes is like I want to separate dancing. Even though my nickname was Wild Child before I was a dancer, it was like, okay, this is my clothes. This is a whole new different side. So it's like, as far as my clothing, I introduce myself as Andrea and stuff like that. But
so your name's
anything
Andrea.
else, yeah.
All right.
But I don't like people to call me that unless it's like business oriented or something.
I understand. No, I get that for real. I don't like people calling me by my stage name when I'm doing business.
Yeah.
I'm just talking shit. Anyway, So yeah, if for those of you guys that don't know, she is an exotic dancer, stripper, whatever you want to call it. Let me ask you a question.
An entertainer.
What do you call that?
I'm an entertainer.
Do you get offended when people call you a stripper?
Yes, because I don't just walk around and ask for money. I feel like that's a stripper. I'm an entertainer. I do pole work. I dance. I know how to entertain people when they come.
But you work at a strip club.
Yeah, but no, because I do videos for it too. Like I do professional videos, so I feel like I don't only do pole work in the strip club, so I can't just call it that.
I understand, but let's say somebody from the outside world looking in said that part of what you do is she's a stripper. Does that offend you?
No, it doesn't offend me, but I just want people to understand the difference.
Yeah, so tell me the difference.
I just did.
So strippers are basically all you do is just shake your ass for money.
Yeah, strippers, well, yeah, they don't do much. It's just, I'm just here and I'm cute and I'm bouncing my ass for money. And entertainers are people who actually have some type of art of dancing or learning how to make money without a man having to touch them. They know how to sell a fantasy without having to be raunchy.
Okay. No, that's fair enough. That's what's up. I mean, but I'm sure a lot of the girls that are strippers would still consider themselves entertainers. No? Because I've never been one, so
somebody that's real wouldn't, though. Somebody that's real, because they know, like, girl, you know, you talented, girl. You be on that pole doing, you know, I'm just going to do my little 1-2, have these niggas give me some money. Like, if people that are real, they will understand the difference.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, I mean, shit, I need to hit me, because I've never...
And it's not offensive to even a stripper. Like, if somebody called me a stripper, like I said, I wouldn't be mad, because...
But you would never refer to yourself as a stripper?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's kind of what I wanted to know. Like, I know that, like, people will say the term stripper, and it's not, like, that offensive anymore. Like, back in the day, it kind of used to be taboo. Like, strippers, like, ooh, she's a stripper. Like, that, it wasn't that cool.
No, I hated it, actually. Like, I applaud strippers, entertainers, however what term I want to use. I applaud any woman for that, because just me being in high school, and I've always had a nice body. I used to be thicker. So everybody's like, oh, you want to be a dancer? I used to actually get offended. Like, what? Like,
oh, word?
I ain't going to be no stripper. I ain't going to be no dancer. Like, and then so now that I do it, it's like, and I see what girls go through, and I see like different type of women and how they handle themselves, but it's like I have a different respect level for them.
Hell yeah, my mom always says if I had the body for it, I would do it.
Hell yeah.
That's what my mom says this.
Ooh, yeah.
So I mean, I want to know. So like, Wild Child, you said you've had that nickname for a while, and So here's how I found you, right?
Okay.
So for the past couple of years, people have been, saying Wild Child. They've been referring to, Wild Child, and I was like, yeah, I've heard of her, but
Really?
I thought that they were referencing the old Wild Child
Yeah.
from Bottoms Up that used to be up in the ceiling like spinning and shit. And they're like, no, this is a different one. So I guess I basically want to play that out. So for the past couple of years, like I've heard your name. And people, have mentioned your name here and there. Nothing negative, by the way, just so you know. Nothing's been negative, but people have, mentioned your name. And I'm like, I know who you're talking about, but I don't know her. I haven't met her before.
Right.
And because I know a lot of the girls at Onyx. I know a lot of those girls.
Really?
Yeah, they're good friends of mine. And just from being at the Slip and being friends with the bartenders and the owners and stuff, like I just know them. And so yeah, I had never met you before, so like I've known Priceless and Star and Callie and all those girls for
Love all of them.
a long time, and I just have yet to meet you, so that's why I wanted to, and having a conversation with them.
But I've also have not, even though it's I don't know if it's from the old dance. If I'm being honest, like I don't know if it's from the older dancers' name or just because I am good at what I do, but. I've only been dancing 3 years. February 18th this year makes it 3 years.
Okay.
So
you're new.
Yeah,
You're
and I'm
new.
good. That's why I feel like it's such a hype because they like, where'd she come from?
Well,
And she know how to dance.
That's why they brought you up, is because they said you did your damn thing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then I think I've been at the club when you were there, but I'm just not just gonna walk up to you. I'm just low key like that. Like I don't.
But why? You're in a strip club. You
I
can't
know.
be low key in a strip
I
club.
know, but
What?
that's just how I am. I don't like attention. I like to be there, but I don't like being seen.
See, that's how I was at first too, and I was just like, you gotta just tune that out when you go out. You gotta just go in your own world and be in your own zone and turn up.
Well, I'm not there to work.
Oh, okay. It's a difference.
I'm just there to get fucked up and like hang out with the people that I do know.
Okay.
And like meeting new people in the strip club is just kind of strange for me because I already know this group of people, so I just kind of stick to that. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of how it's been for me. So I wanted to know it, and like this show is not going to be all about your life as a stripper, because I mean I know that you said you've done some interviews before, and but I do want to know like how you got into it and where did you first start, and then I want to ask you a question about that. So like where did you get the balls to say I'm just gonna do this? What inspired you to say like I'm gonna do this?
I was 21. I was pregnant, and this is I hate having to say this out loud, but I wanted to get an abortion. And I actually was like, oh, I can't do this. I still have my nice body, because for some odd reason, I wasn't a big pregnant. Like, I think I was like 3 months going on 4. But I was like, I don't want this baby, So I tried to do it, and I was like, nah, I went to the club. I didn't really, like it. So I'm like, cool. I made enough money to get the abortion. It was like the same week I made the money to get the abortion, I had my son. I had my son at 4 months, and I had him on the floor. Yeah, I had him on the floor at my granny house between her legs. Like, I didn't even make it to the hospital. And at the time, it was just...
Wait, what?
Yeah.
4 months?
4 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's meant to be here.
Yeah, that's why I said, that's
homie.
what's so scary. Yeah, that's what was so scary, because I'm very spiritual, so I feel like everything happened for a reason. So I'm like, God gave me this baby, and I had to be in the hospital for a solid year without leaving. I was in the hospital for a year with him, and I just kept thinking, like, what are you gonna do? Like, and I'm the young hip girl. I be out, shake ass around this time. I just party. So my family telling me I can't do what I want to do, and I'm just thinking like I gotta be more than what my mom then was, So it was just like, okay, I'm gonna be a dancer, but I didn't want to tell nobody at first. I was gonna go to Chicago, Atlanta, and then I was just like, I don't want to do it. So I danced one time at Bottoms Up for the February 18th.
So your first club was Bottoms Up?
The first club I tried to dance at was Bottoms Up, because I didn't dance. I got scared. I stayed in the dressing room.
So you didn't make any money that night?
No, didn't make no money at all. No money at all.
You didn't shake no ass?
No, I didn't. I was cute, but no,
you couldn't do it.
I couldn't get with it. But something just told me like I couldn't have a regular job. I tried to work at Save a Lot, catch the bus. he had to be at a high risk daycare. It was like too much as far as just being a young mom. Like I salute any young mom that has a regular job and still is taking care of their child, because that is so hard to do. And I just didn't want to do it. I said, I got a nice body. I'm finna shake this ass. And then Onyx opened. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go there. I'm more comfortable. Cause you know, Bottoms Up and Pink Slip, like the girls was mean. It was already their territory, and it was like, it was different. So it was just like, let me just go to Onyx. It's fresh, it's new. I went there. And almost for a year, I didn't even make no money. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
really?
I used to go to sleep in VIP. Ask the house mom and Tatum. Like for a year, they'd call me to stage, and I'll duck and dodge, and I'll go to VIP. I'll still make little money, like $500 to $600, but I didn't make no real money. And it took one time for me to get on stage, and I did so good that the chef. I actually got a video of the chef coming from the back at Onyx to tip me. You gotta think about how everybody go crazy over Onyx food. So just imagine him stopping in the middle of the night to come tip me. So when he did that, I was like, oh yeah, keep going, go for it. So I just created the character, like, yeah, my name Wildchild from high school, but I need to really get into it with myself and my character. So whenever I got on stage, I wasn't Andrea, I wasn't Dre, I was Wildchild. So it was like,
so you just came alive and just.
yeah, you gotta pretend. You gotta pretend until you feel it. I just pretend. I wasn't me when I got up there. I lived like how Beyonce say she going to her another move. She got a little name. Like I really paid attention to that. Like you cannot feel yourself. If I'm feeling how I feel, I don't want to be up here getting naked from people I don't know.
Right.
I want to be up here shaking ass. Like what? Yeah. I'm a mom. Like I want to be better than this. Like I'm 21. You know. So all that going through your head, you cannot think about that when you're at a strip club.
You gotta get your hustle on.
Yeah, you gotta make money too, because you also almost paid $200 to work. You paid $50 in an Uber to get to work, not including what you gotta pay to get home. You know,
right? So that's not close to St. Louis.
No, hell no.
What part of town do you live in?
I stay like 6 minutes from Delmore.
Okay, so you're in the city. Kinda.
Still Delmore, but not. Yeah, like the between.
But you're on this side of the river.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the Onyx is not anywhere near here. So
no, not at all.
So because I tripped off when you said I made a little money, $400 or $500 a night. I'm like, shit, that's good to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm a dancer now.
I'm not a dancer. Like,
but when you make that much money and then like you underestimate yourself at the end of the night, you say, dang, that's all I got. Not saying you should watch other people bag, but you should take notes. And I would watch, like, the only two people that talked to me at first was Star and B. I guess I had really, they're really popular and stuff. So I guess I had really good friends at the, when I first started that everybody paid a lot of attention to. And I would watch them and I'd be like, well, wait a minute, they taking home $2,500, $3,500. Like, I'm underestimating myself. So what do I need to do so I can make that type of money? It's just observing. You can't be a hater. You just take notes. And I've learned from all the girls, not only Star and B, but Callie, Luscious, Baby Doll on the attitude, Luscious and Callie on teamwork, Star and B on just the loyalty and the look. It's just like I've learned from all the girls around. You broke it down
right there.
Yeah,
you
like
really did.
Yeah, I've learned a lot, because being a stripper, I want people to know that just because you're a dancer or a stripper, you don't have to be raunchy. It does not have to define you as a person.
It's hard work.
Learn. But you also can learn. You don't have to be the girl getting drunk every night fighting, or you don't have to be the girl that have to sell cooler to get money. Like, just be still and pay attention.
Right. Well, I mean, that's pretty dope that you had that attitude, because a lot of girls probably go into it with the stank attitude.
Wrong attitude all the time.
So you basically started out your dancing career at Onyx, right? I would say that's because that's where you blossomed. And like the little story that I do know about you is that like you was one of the original Onyx girls.
Yeah.
And so how did you feel when a lot of the slip and bottoms up girls, like when the slip closed and like they all just flooded?
Came?
Did you feel like they took away anything from you, or did you feel like, because you...
No, not at all. It just made me go harder, honestly.
Thanks, bro.
It just made me be like, well, I can't get intimidated, or I can't make them feel like I can't make them mess up my money. Because again, remind you, I have a son. He's premature. He's in a hospital. And not on top of that, I didn't like take care of my mom, but I helped take care of my mom, So I have a mom that's on dialysis. I have a mom that's doing drugs. I also have a son that's in a hospital. So it's like going to work, my mind was not there. It was just like, I really have real life shit I gotta take care of. Like, I really have to pay bills. I have to take care of a son. Now my mom, she's knocking on my door at 5 o'clock in the morning, all at 21, 22. So it's like, when you have real life shit you gotta get done, nobody else can come fuck up what you got. And I just feel like I thank God that the bottoms up girls and the pink slip girls came, because it made me more of a me. Them saying, "Oh, because the other wild child fucked it up," because I didn't even know I couldn't even climb to the top of the pole at first.
Really?
No, not at all. I couldn't do nothing at all. I'm like, well, y'all got me messed up. So I'm finna go ahead and I'm finna learn. And like I said, I just observe and I self-taught myself. I learned how to be seductive. Like, and again, I learned and I listened, because even a house mom, house mom has a very smart mouth. So she was like, wow, child, she just said one day, she said, slow down, be sexy. And ever since she told me that, I swear, it's like, now when people say, oh, you just have sex appeal, or you got this, or I be like, I thank God for that, because it's like, now I know how to really move. I've listened. I took everybody's criticism and I just focused on myself. So every time I focused on myself and didn't think about none of the other girls, like if I see them making a bag, in my mind I'd be like, God, I don't even want to think about them making no money. Like, I want to make a bag. Like, don't get intimidated, Andrea. Like, I always talk to myself. And a lot of girls that say that, like, what you thinking about, Drea? You just be staring off in space. Like, no, I'm trying to really work on my mental.
Yeah.
You can't get lost in that world, because people get lost. And I don't want to be a stripper when I'm 30.
And that's trust me, that's in here. But I mean, so you created your own style. You got your own. Because I mean, like from what I've seen, from what the research that I've done on you, and what people have said about you, that they're like, Wild Child, she be on the pole fucking it up, and I'm like I said, I'm still going back to the old Wild Child. Mm-hmm. I don't even know what happened to her, but she used to, like I said, be up in the ceiling twirling.
No, she just stopped. Honestly, but she's the reason why I always wanted to do pole tricks, so I'll try little stuff, but she made me get more into it, because I could not have a name and her be that cold.
Yeah.
And people say, oh, well, the other wild, like, it just, no, like, I want them, when they speak of Wild Child, regardless if they speaking of her, they speaking of me, it's still cold. Wild Child name is always going to be lit.
That's what's up. I love that.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Like, if she's fucking it up and you're not on the pole, that wouldn't be right.
Yeah, and then I got tired of getting called to VIP, and then I'm not her, and I'm not, what we want to see on stage, well, I'm not her. Like, I don't do that, and I just got annoyed with it, because obviously she was I just wanted to, as far as give her enough respect and myself, because I want exactly what people are saying now. I always wanted them to say that.
That's what's up. So did you pay attention to Callie and Luscious and their pole stuff?
Hell yeah.
Because Callie's she's a beast.
Crazy.
That's my homie, man.
I paid attention to Callie pole work, and I paid attention to Luscious her ability to be sexy, because
like
Luscious,
their team is like, when they team up on stage, it's like it's like
crazy.
Yeah.
I love them. I love to watch them. Like,
me too.
I love to watch them. It's like they meet each other halfway. It's 50-50. They show you a good example of teamwork, and you can make money. Like, Callie is skinny, she's tall. People feel like she's awkward looking, but guess what? She still get up there, she still kills it.
Man,
Luscious.
Can't nobody say shit about Callie to me, because Callie.
No, they can't.
She's first of all, she's one of the nicest people I know.
Ever.
Like, how could you not like her? A, and then B, she's got the pole game.
But you have to think about, when people come in the club, like, when they see Callie, they don't automatically think like, oh, she's finna fuck it up, or she's that, because like you said, like, I have my own look. Yeah. Callie has her own look, you know? Yeah. So it's just like, when she gets up there and she's the complete opposite of what people think, it's like, that's what I applaud.
I love it.
And she don't care, she don't mind. I just love everything about it.
Yeah, Callie, that's the homie. Shout out to you, Callie. I'm gonna have you on my show.
Period. You done.
You already know. I'm gonna have you and Luscious on the show, or you and Marley. I'm gonna have you on the show.
Her and Luscious.
Yeah, Luscious. That's the homie. Oh, that's a big shot. You might want to sip the half of that.
Yeah, you might want to just take that.
I'm not drink. I'll drink your Patron, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
All right. Next time you come on the show, I'm getting you lit. I swear to God. So, come on, you ready? Go.
Ashley's gonna kill me when she see this.
Drunken Chicken Diaries. That's what you're here for.
My little cheese.
You got your cheese.
I love cheese.
And by the way, you're the first guest that has got me to cook.
Really?
Yeah. This is my 12th
I'm
episode,
a brat.
and I have not cooked for anybody. So, cheers to you for getting food out of me.
He loves me already.
So, I want to know, of like, how did you? So you described like how you came up and how you like started, watch other people, and you
observed everybody.
You observed it, and
I've learned from everybody in that club.
And you took a piece from here and a piece from there, and you built your own style and your own image, and which I'm sure that built your confidence. Or were you Would you say you're confident as all hell right now? Yes or no?
Honestly, I'll be lying if I say yes. It's just, I think I don't even think about it.
Are you more confident than you were before you started working?
Yes, yeah, I'm more confident, but like I said, you still have to fake it until you feel it. It's always things that I'm the type of person where I'm like, okay, you look good, but it can look better. So I feel like I'm my own worst critic. So I'm not never walking around like, oh, I think I'm that bitch. It's like people gotta come for me. Like I'm telling you, it's probably hard to believe, but you really have to come for me in order for me to be like, I'm that bitch. I'm gonna always win. Da 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 da. Like it gotta be somebody to trigger that type of emotion out of me. You know?
My mom wants to know how do you find the energy to entertain on bad days? Like if you're having a bad day or if you don't feel good,
Don't go.
you don't go.
I'm sorry, I can't, because then you'll go and then you'll waste your money. You'll waste, because I'm the type of person, if I pay my tip out, I want to make double than what it is. I just don't go. It's not worth it. It's not worth the mindset. You might get into a fight, because one day I actually did go and I got into a fight.
Really?
That's the last time I've actually thought about. I was so mad and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to work. And I went to work and it was the worst experience ever. So I haven't done that since I got into a fight.
All right, well that's what's up. No bad energy. If you're not feeling it, you just don't go.
No.
Has it had an effect on the way that you look at people now? Like
Hell yeah, men. Men is some of the most disgusting creatures on this planet. Because sometimes I've watched girls, like even people, I'm not gonna say no name, but people that make girls a hoe, or I heard it do thought shit. It's like, you don't understand. Men will chase you for a whole year, offer you $7,000-$8,000. They give you they last. You feel me? And some girls, they got the the energy to say no for so long, and then it might be that one day her energy's off and she's down and she didn't make no money. So now it's like, cool, selling pussy, that sound cool. And then he get on social media, yeah, that bitch a hoe, I fucked her, woo. I've watched that happen to girls. I've watched that, like, or even men, you're dancing and they feel like, oh, I can. Like my uncle told me when I told him I was a stripper, he told me, it's not one time I went to the strip club and then play with a stripper's coochie. I said, what the hell? I said, uncle, so you really think, I said, put my mindset and knowing my attitude, you really think I go to work and let men play with my cooter? But then? Because
there's other girls that allow that shit.
But it's also some men that force it. It's some men that I'll smack their hand 5 times a night before I be like, fuck this money, fuck this section, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But
men are disgusting. Men are disgusting.
So you didn't think they were disgusting before you started?
No, I'm not gonna, I was just a little bit more free. I didn't care, But becoming a dancer, it's made me just have so much more self-respect for myself. Like, you can't touch me like that. You can't talk to me like that. What you say, you can't get that off. It's like, being a dancer has made me the complete opposite of what people think. Like, I've gained so much respect for myself. Like, it's like, what? Especially, like, just how people view dancers and strippers it's just not that. Men make it raunchy. People make it raunchy because it's not always the dancers. That's why females feel like I got a drink to get to tonight because this old man want to do this. He want to feel on me. I've even tried working after Onyx. I've tried working, not gonna say the club, but I've tried to work it like more like
white club.
Yeah, white club.
You can say it.
I don't like saying it though.
You can say it.
I like white clubs, and you'll go in the back and he wants you to jerk him off. No, I don't want to jerk you off. Well, let me snort coke off your ass. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
you ever would you let him do it?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I did let him snort the coke off my ass.
That's what I'm saying.
I did. But again, I was still and at this time, I was still just turning 22. This is only my 2nd year dancing. I'm still trying to find myself. I'm having a moment. I still got to take care of my family. So it's like, I'm not gonna jerk you off, but you can snort coke off my ass. But that shouldn't even be an option. You're at the strip club. Just let me dance and make money.
World. Sometimes
that's
a
why I
naked
work on my
woman
mental.
is just not enough where they can be fine with that. They need to snort coke off
where
their
they
ass.
need to go. They need to go and bait in and find a prostitute or something.
They're
That's
not
that
as
type
pretty
of
as
word.
you.
Some of them are.
Or they might not be as clean. Who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody's got their own weird shit. But I'm sure it has made you look at people, at men and women.
It's turned me so off from men. I hate it because I love men so much. But it's like, I don't want y'all to talk to me and touch me no more.
So that's what's up. And I do want to talk about relationships and stuff like that.
Ooh, no, we don't. That's off limits. Look, not a conversation.
Not about your personal situation right now, but
okay.
just like your view on
I don't have a situation right now.
Well, you kind of probably do the way you just reacted to that question.
No, that's why I don't want to talk about it, because I have nothing going on.
Do you want something to be going on?
Of course, I'm a girl. I'm a woman.
I love that about you.
Thank
love that.
you.
No, that's what's up. But I mean, I want to ask you about that, but I do want to mention something. Like when I go through your social media and I see your style, and we're gonna talk about that too. And I have kind of like a list here, but I noticed that a lot of girls that are in your industry spend so much effort and so much energy and so much money on designer stuff. And one of the things that I really, and not to say anything bad about them, but something that I feel differently about you is that you don't do that. Mm-mm. You don't flood your whole Instagram with designer. Not saying that you don't own any, because I'm sure you have a couple things here and there. You might have a lot of it.
A little small.
But no. It doesn't seem like that's your drive. Like you're not driven to show off designer labels. And I want to know how you feel about that.
Again, back to my mom. Growing up, like my mom was really in and out of my life, but my mom was like a bigger version of me. She was 6 foot, shapy, and she didn't even wear weave. She would wear her real hair. She was just one of those really real brown, pretty girls, you know? And she dated a lot of men who bought her a lot of materialistic things. And at a young age, she'd be like, "These true religions. Do you not know what these is?" And I'm like, "Mom, they're ugly. The stitching is so thick, you know?" But me not understanding what's going on when I got older, I noticed that made her like, I got this or I got that. But it's like, okay, now, Mom, like, but you don't own a car or you don't own a house. And it was like, I just learned off her, like, don't let that define you. Don't let that make you everything. And also, I've always made clothes. I've always been in a situation, even from high school to even being grown and going to work. Like, I didn't have enough money to buy that type of stuff at the time. You feel me? So it's just like now, it's just like make your own stuff, make your own look, be creative. Like you don't have to wear that to be accepted by people. That's not everything. Like, so I just got more into my look. So once I got more into my look, I'm like, oh shit, I look good, or I'm still in my own person. I just didn't care about it. Even now, I'm glad that I didn't never care about it, because I am a designer. I wear nothing but my stuff. So why would I go out and buy Gucci when I want somebody to spend $2,000 on my clothes?
That's what I'm talking about. For real, I love that.
You said I love that. Thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, like
people will do that, and a lot of people that we know, you know, do things like that. And a lot of people we don't know, they define themselves by the kind of sneakers they're wearing or the kind of purse they're wearing.
Yeah, that really make people, but still be a big lame. I done met. That's what I'm saying. Another thing with men, I watch men come in drip toe. Look, when I tell you, fine as a motherfucker.
Like
as soon as he's open his mouth. I guess so, but you ain't drip. Well, yeah, you are. Okay, white boy. Look, I just feel like it's still. Listen, I'm still a person behind the designer.
You seen him walk in and then still be lame as fuck.
Yeah, and even girls. I see girls on social media, fire. Like I see girls like on social media, fire with it. And as soon as you meet them, you be like, "Damn, bitch, you dumb as a box of rocks."
And they're empty.
And they don't know how to dress. They don't know how to dress. I feel like I can dress now, so when I become, and then also I'm gonna say this too. People didn't always flock how you say you like my look. People didn't always was able to go to my page and say that. I was the weirdo at first. I was the girl who wore further work and everybody talked about it. I was the girl who wore the little flirted out things around my shoes and everybody talked about it. And then a year go by and then, not saying that they followed me, but I just noticed it became a trend because, like I said, I didn't always have money. So when my dance heels would fall apart, I'm like, damn, what can I make? I'll make these little footies to cover up my shoe because I couldn't afford to get more shoes. And then a year later, it's like everybody wearing little footies and stuff like that. So it's just like it really comes from not having shit, honestly. Like, it just come from I just was in a fucked up situation. I've always had to. This is probably the first time in my life this year where I'm just carefree. Like, all my money's my money. I don't gotta help nobody. My son's great. I'm great. I ain't gotta do nothing.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like people that grew up with that didn't have a lot of shit, once they are able to afford it, that's when they go buy the shit to make themselves feel something that they were missing as growing up, or they want certain attention from certain type of people. They want to feel accepted by the people that do have that shit. Again,
a self-esteem problem, knowing yourself and your worth and the environment. That's why I'm gonna go back to me saying when I'm at work. Yeah, when I'm at work, I'm thinking like, don't get lost. Don't think about her making more money, or don't think about why he tipping her and not you. I'm telling you, it's a mental thing. Like, it was hard. It was hard. I'm just getting to the point where I'm like, all the way comfortable with myself. So it's nothing nobody can say to me right now to make me insecure about myself, because it's facts. A lot of people are not in tune with themselves and they're not factual with themselves. I worked hard. I've self-taught myself with pole. I've been making my own clothes since I was 13. So it's like, when I've lost my mom, my dad, and I still come out on top. I've had a son on the floor and between my granny legs. I didn't even know at 21 what a mother was, because my mom wasn't always around. All I knew was love. So it was just like, when you've been through so much in life, it's not, I don't even think it's a confidence thing. It's a factual thing. This is what it is, and you can't move me.
That's dope. I was literally sitting on my mom's bed, well, on the edge of her bed, like either last night or the night before,
Aww.
and I was talking about that, and about how, and I mean this, I really haven't said this publicly, but like I'm kind of turned off by women that flaunt all that designer shit.
Don't be turned off.
Personally, I don't want to date a woman that feels that she needs to fill herself up with designer labels to feel relevant. That's just a personal thing with Bobby. I'm not saying that everybody should be like me or whatever, but when, like, me and my brother talk about it all the time, it's like, if a girl pulls up and gets out the car with like a $3,000 bag and some $1,500 shoes, and she shows you her social media and it's just flooded with all these designer shits, we're automatically turned off by that. I personally am. It just doesn't do it for me. I feel like they're insecure about something, and
most times,
and I don't know if I can. I can't support that lifestyle, and even, I mean, I probably could, but I don't want to. I don't want a woman that needs me for a bag,
right?
A designer bag. Like, I don't want a woman to need me or to ask me. Now, if it's her birthday and it's a surprise, that's one thing. But like, some girls will date a man just so they can buy her those things, and do all that shit. And for me, it's just, I'm just not really. Those aren't my type of girls. Like, I'd rather date the manager of Walgreens or the girl that works at Nordstrom. I mean,
okay.
Like, I don't need all that shit, and it's just me. That's just me, though.
When I see stuff like that, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really I ain't like, it don't, again, because I really don't think of designer as much. So it's just like, when I see it, it don't really faze me when I see women do that. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it, as long as it's not defining you as a person. As long as, because my mom was really like that. My mom, as soon as you say something negative about her, these $200 per da-da-da. These da-da-da, I feel like, you not know who I am. It's like, it is a self-esteem problem. It is that. So it's just like, I don't judge women for it. It's just, you will come around and you will understand your worth one day, but me and you won't click like that.
I love that. No, I really appreciate that about you, because your perspective on that is very similar to mine, in the sense that you feel the same way I do.
That's why people think I'm old.
You don't. You might have an old soul.
I do.
So how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. We haven't discussed that yet.
I'm young and popping. Get witty, quitty.
So you never felt like your the fan base that you've built in such a short time, like over the past year and a half or so, or maybe year, your following on social media has grown tremendously.
Honestly, in the most humblest way, that was gonna happen regardless if I was a dancer or not, because I was, for some reason, I don't know why, even with me not having other things people had, I've always been popular. Always been popular. I used to fight a lot in high school. I've always not had other stuff that girls had.
Wait,
so
hold
I used
on.
to make my
You're
clothes.
popular for fighting? That's
Yeah,
how
I
you
used to
gain
get-
popularity, instead of willing.
And I've always can dress. I was always the weird girl too. I was like, for example, in high school, before it became a trend to
Where'd
make
you go
it.
to high school?
I went to Rittner.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it just come from not having stuff. So
You know Miss Palmer? She was like the student council teacher, or the Spanish teacher, little short lady, real cute.
yeah, the name rings a bell, but I don't think I've ever had her
So
as a
wait,
teacher.
so you were the weird girl that was fighting, and you were popular for that?
No, look, I was also thick. Like I told you, I was thicker in high school.
With
so
the
of course,
fat booty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because again, I
guess
still dressed it weird.
I guess
I
that'll
still
make you
dressed it
popular. The
weird.
girl that dresses a little weird with the fat ass.
Yes, because before it became a trend
Is
to
that why
match
you
your
were
hair with
fighting?
your clothes. No, I was fighting because I'm very nice. Anybody from the stripper world can tell you, like, oh, they're probably calling me nasty nice now, but at first I was just really sweet. And I'm like, you can't be like that. Like, I'm a really genuinely nice person, and sometimes people take advantage of that. So it's like, when they did do that, it'll be a whole different side. It'd be like, now you get a bitch. And that's where Wild Child came from. Because like, I could be so sweet and we kicking, shaking ass one day, and then you do something, it's like, bitch, now I'm finna spit on your face.
So what does it take for you to get that angry?
Disrespect. Because I don't disrespect people. And I feel like if I do, I'm grown enough to be like, well, wait, I'm sorry if I made you feel like that. Like, I'm grown enough to be like that. You know, I'm so in touch with myself, like I said, because my background, my family, and how they are, it's like when I did get friends, it's like I appreciated it, you know, because I didn't have a relationship with my sisters. I got 2 older sisters. One died from leukemia cancer. But at the time, it's like I wasn't close to them. My mom's not here. My dad passed away. It's like I got my grandparents. Like, can't.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that, but what do you do for Thanksgiving?
What you mean? Me and my sister created our own little family.
Okay.
Like, I reconnected with her after I had my son. Like, she came in my life, and it was just been like that ever since. Like,
that's dope.
She's the one actually who built the family. Like, when I first met her, she really didn't, you know, she was dating this guy, you know, he was locked up, and as soon as he got out, she had a second kid. He moved in, they got a house, and she'd be like, I'm like the turned up sister. I'm like, sis, we gotta do this. You gotta become a businesswoman. You gotta do this. Like, we help each other. Like, she's family oriented, and I feel like I'm the other sister, like the turned up sister. I want to start a business, sis. Let's do this. Like, do that. Like, we really meet each other halfway.
You
with
have
that.
a lot of energy.
That's good.
You have a lot of energy. Do you just wake up sometimes and just boom and you're just awake? You don't seem like the type of person that like needs coffee or needs a minute to like.
No, I don't. By the grace of God.
Like, you just jump up and just you're ready.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you got your face on.
No,
I'm just saying,
I don't
like,
need
you
a
just,
face to be ready.
I'm just saying you just feel. I just feel like you just wake up and you just like you're energized because you.
Yeah, because my life is a sad lifetime story all the way up until honestly until a year ago, until my mom died. It was just like, okay, now after my mom died, my baby brother got locked up for murder, and it was like God literally eliminated my whole immediate family. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, it's a reason you're here. So it's like I put that into play, and I was like I said, can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm gonna work to be the best person I can be every day. Like, and that's obviously what they was telling me when I was just in the hospital. Like, get rest, calm, eat more. And I'm just like, when you got a dream and you see it and you want to go
but
for
you
something.
gotta take care of yourself.
Yes, I've learned that. I'm young, so I learned that. But for almost a month, all January, I was just in Atlanta working, networking, dancing. I've danced for celebrities. I've networked with what's Gucci and Jeezy stylist Chris, Amy J off Love and Hip Hop. She's not on Love and Hip Hop, but she styled people on Love and Hip Hop. And I got to work with her, and it's like, cool. I dropped my collection 6 months ago. So it's like when you got a drive and you see something, you feel it. It's like, keep going, keep working, don't stop. It's no reason. Beyonce do 1,000 things in a day. Why can't we?
I guarantee you, she still gets sleep.
She gets sleep, but I'm still saying.
I'm gonna start.
I had to
calling you.
learn
I'm
that.
gonna start making you sleep.
Listen, I'm learning it now,
I'm gonna
you guys.
check on
I
you.
swear. I'm learning it now. I'm learning to make sure my health is important, also while doing 1,000 things a day. But I just got a little excited. That's all.
I will drink half of that with me. But yeah, there you go. You got to take care of yourself, though. I understand that you're.
After he makes me take a shot.
That's fine. Every night,
Look, Steve's on here.
I only drink on Sundays. But listen, that's very important. You gotta grind. You gotta do all those things, and you're gonna be a success. If there's anybody I believe in, it's you.
Thank you.
And Tatum's the same way. He's just very chill with it.
Yeah.
Tatum, his mind runs way faster than his.
I love
action.
Tatum.
That is one of the most smart guys I've known in my life. Like, Tatum's a genius, and I see a lot of the same type of drive than you. Like, you just feel like I'm gonna get it, but you like, again, you gotta get your rest. You gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah.
So don't go too hard. Make sure you drink.
I just got a little excited. I just got a little excited. That's all.
No,
know?
you got to. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I built this restaurant,
Hell yeah.
and like, so I've been to prison. Like, there's a lot of
Really?
shit you don't know about. Yeah, I did Fed time, and then I came
What
home.
you do?
I was selling drugs.
Oh, okay.
I was a big drug dealer,
Okay.
and I'm writing a book about it. So yeah, like I was selling dope for a long time, and then I opened a restaurant after I came home from prison, and I wasn't getting any opportunities. Nobody would give me an opportunity to work in their restaurant because I had a felony conviction, and I'm like, man, this is
That's the
fucked
last
up.
thing I thought she was finna say.
Yeah, I did Fed time, and I was a drug dealer. So yeah, and then so like when I came home from prison, I already had experience in restaurants as a chef and all these things, but when I would go in and apply, they would say, well, where you been for the past 5 years? And I'm like, you want the truth? I was in prison. And it's like everything I said before that just went out the window. They didn't give a fuck. All they heard...
Even from the white guy?
From the white guy.
Okay.
I'm not... I mean, even from the way I sound and present myself, I'm still a little different.
Yeah, you are, but I'm still saying...
But even with my white privilege, and white privilege is a thing.
Yeah.
Even with that, I had a conviction. And the next guy that may not have had the same amount of experience, but he didn't have a conviction, he got the job.
Right.
And I got tired of that shit.
That's crazy.
So that's when I started thinking, like, I want to open up my own restaurant. And next thing you know, I mean, with a lot of fucking hard work and a long story later, I opened up this place. Mm-hmm. And then fast forward to... You knew who my restaurant was before you knew who I was, because you follow my restaurant and apparently you've been here.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to call PB because when I was like 18, he brought me here. I don't even know why we were here. We was just talking.
That's my homie. Man.
Really, he's the reason why I know it.
Really?
I swear, he brought me here. Well, he brought me to your location, and he was like, "They have the best wings." Or you're tripping. He brought me here, and it's so crazy.
When he gets off the plane. He comes straight here.
Really?
Every
and this was the first time I ever hung out with him. This is where we came.
Shout out to you, PB.
Shout out to PB. And it's so crazy because that's why I wanted to call him. To this is an important moment for me and him, because PB he does little stuff, but he don't know how much he's done in my life, you know. So like now it's like for me being here and like I've never had no chicken from here and I ate it. I'm like, oh God, it's crazy, it's good. I had it one time and I loved it. That's why I did follow the page. I'm like, I don't care. I'm gonna get that chicken again one day.
For the record, she follows my restaurant page, but not me.
I'm gonna follow him. But it's just dope because I'm sitting here with you now. Yeah. And you're doing me an interview, and probably when I was like 18, you didn't even know who I was. I was just a regular customer, not knowing nothing.
I mean, yeah, but you were still somebody. I just didn't know who you. I still didn't know who you were up until recently. Yeah. But like on a personal level. When I noticed that you followed the restaurant, I'm like, damn, she likes the food at the restaurant. That's what's up. So when I had to get in touch with you, I got in touch with you through my restaurant page.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like I opened this restaurant with a felony conviction.
Well, congratulations. And I can't wait. My brother's locked up, and I want him to hear this. It's going to be so dope.
So what I do is, and I could talk to you a lot about this off camera, but I go into prisons and I talk to people that are still in prison about being a convicted felon, coming home, facing the challenges, and becoming successful. And showing them that the streets is not always the way to live your entire life. Because you can come home and you can have opportunities, and I'm a living proof of that. And I'm not trying to sit here to preach or whatever, but
preach. Tell your testimony. What do you mean?
Like, I mean, that's what I did. Like, I created an opportunity for other felons, and honestly, the two people that run my restaurant now are both convicted felons, and I trust them with my life.
Because just because you made a mistake when you were younger, that doesn't mean that's who I am 10 years from now.
Not at all. And honestly, when you I'm not asking you to say that you can relate, but when you've been to prison, there's a certain level of respect that you learn, that you carry over to the outside, as opposed to a person that's never been in that situation. They don't have that type of discipline. So when I meet these guys that have felonies, and they've been to prison, they understand They understand the respect.
Yeah, because my brother only has been, it'll be 2 years in March. Well, yeah, in March. But even talking to my brother now, I could tell it's a difference. Like,
there's a discipline. You learn discipline.
Yeah.
And you learn
it's like
respect.
Army base.
Yeah, for real. It's just like that. It's set up like the military, because let's say we're in a rival gang, and I had one of my homeboys here from the joint. And we were the black dudes from St. Louis. Long story. I have a mixed son, so when I was locked up and I got introduced to all the white guys, they were like, "Oh yeah," and it was like all white boys. And I'm half Jewish, and I have a mixed son. So these dudes that were saying the N-word.
Jewish people own a lot of property too. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those. But I respect the heritage of the Jewish people, and then like me having. Because I'm not a very religious person, but my ancestors, and then my half black son is like, I can't sit with these guys. It just won't work. And then like
now?
Even now.
No, you were telling him when you were in jail, or you're saying just in life right now, his life.
No, in my life, when I was in jail,
Okay.
I couldn't sit with the white supremacists
Okay.
because I had a black son. And once they found that, and plus I didn't want to sit with them, but if they were to find out, they'd be like,
Knock your head
it would
off.
be all bad. But then I ran into some dudes that I grew up with that were in the joint, and like from then on, I was like with them. But
Okay.
when like what I was saying to say, like when you're in prison and you get into it with like a rival gang or a rival race, let's say over the phone. You're gonna say, "Excuse me." You're gonna say, "My bad, bro." You're gonna just apologize. You're gonna have
It's
that
respect.
because you don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. They really didn't mean to step on your toe.
Ooh. And I just want to say that as far as the dancing world, like what you're saying is basically what I used to do, because I don't do it no more, with the strip club. And it was like when me saying my bad or excuse me or my, love, like it came off as the girls be like, oh yeah, because she had me messed. I had to check her. Like,
See, that's
it's
fucked
not
up.
that right. It's childish. It's so
It
now
really-
I don't speak to nobody. Listen, I speak when spoken to. If
But-
I walk in,
That's fucked up.
I know.
Because-
you can't do that.
No, but you should be able to.
But you can't.
I was gonna say bitches are like that, but girls are not like
you can't.
that.
I'm telling you. You can't.
Damn, I didn't know that. So like if you walk in the dressing room, you accidentally like bump into somebody.
Some girls, if it's a me or she's cool like me, yeah. But most girls are just, I got it.
Even if you say excuse me.
Yes, I'm telling you, they
Damn.
don't care. They don't care.
That's why I trust people that have been to prison before. 'Cause they understand.
They know.
They understand that respect.
Right.
Just like people that have been to military, they're not going to leave their bunk without making it. I'm not going to leave my bunk without making it. And in prison, military, you learn those respect levels. You learn discipline. You know, if you bump into somebody, say excuse me. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. Being
No,
polite. It's
girls are.
Damn.
Look.
And you know what's crazy though? Me and my brother talk about it all the time. There was one time at Bottoms Up, because we've been to strip clubs in like New Orleans. We've been in New Orleans, we've been in Memphis, we've been down south, but we were at Bottoms Up one night, and this was like 5 years ago. And this dancer, she turned around and he had tipped her like maybe like $10. Just, we're having a good time here, and she turned around and said thank you. And he was like, bro, she ain't from here. I'm like, she
She's
can't.
not.
And then so we asked
Because
her,
I would even looked at him, $10, keep
but
it.
she wasn't on stage. She was just like standing there dancing for somebody else.
Oh, okay.
So he just like threw her a few bucks, and while she was dancing for somebody, she was entertaining somebody else, and he just threw some money at her. And she like walked by, and she's like, "Thank you." He's like, "We're like, where are you from?" And she said, "Louisiana." We're like, "Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because you ain't from here."
Not saying thank you.
I think that's a Midwest thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I love, but I'm not gonna lie. Even though we have, fucked up attitudes and bad attitudes, I love it because can't nobody get shit off on us when we go to LA, Atlanta. Because I'm a perfect example of that. Like being around tough girls like that and going to LA, it's like couldn't nobody play with my money.
Do they think you're a bitch when you go there? Are you the bitch?
It don't matter how they feel because it's not about how we feel.
I know it doesn't matter, but I'm asking you if you think that they think that you're a bitch.
Yeah, but normal people think that because now, especially now, because it's not that I'm being bold on purpose. It's just I don't want no confusions in our conversation, none of that. So I just be real upfront with every single thing. So that might offend somebody that think something in their head but scared to say it out loud.
So the rest of you guys got to watch this on YouTube next week. I'm out of here. Peace.
Oh, we gotta get off.
No, they do. On my live. Because
Oh, you brought the orange juice.
I just want to make sure that they watch the show on YouTube.
Love you for real, straight inspiring. Thank you. I love you guys too.
You can stay live if you want.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Hey. But you can stay live.
I just got to cut them off of Facebook because I wanted them to watch my YouTube show.
I never get on Facebook.
Well, yeah, I mean, older people do.
I need to start getting on there. No, it's good for business.
Yeah. And see, before, okay, when I open this restaurant, guess how long I've been open? This is going to fuck you up. I'm going to celebrate 10 years in April.
Well, I can believe it because I came here when I was like 17, 18. I'm 20. I'm finna be 20. Well, I am 24.
And I'm 29. So
I thought you said you were 40.
Whoa,
Wait, you're lying.
No, I'm 41.
Oh.
I'm just playing. I'm 41. But no, I opened this restaurant back in 2011. So it'll be 10 years in April.
Ooh.
And I'm really excited about that. But when I first opened,
You should, especially with being a prison.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I'm still not accepted. I'm still the weird dude. I still can't go places and fit in. I still
me.
stand out. No matter if it's all white or all black, I'm still gonna stand out.
I'm not gonna lie, not saying like I can save my brother from that, but his situation was more like a self-defense situation. So it was like he still gets out in a decent time, and
But he's still gonna come out a convict.
yeah, but that's why I'm that's why I work so hard. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm gonna work so hard, because when he get out, I want to be so established that I would be able to give my brother a job, or I might give him something to run, so he don't even have to go through the struggles of looking for it.
But at the same time, you don't want to make it too easy for him.
No, because my brother's he's real like me. He's very realistic and he's very factual. Even with me, he chased me like, and I'm having a moment. What? You say you're gonna be rich? Like, you can't talk like that. Get up, do it. Like, my brother, we're alike. He's just calmer. Like, even with me being hyped and extra, I swear he'd be sitting there like, you doing too much. Like, he's not like that. My brother is so mature. Going to jail, like, it scares me how mature he is now, just being in jail. That's why I understand what you mean by structure and respect, because he's like that. I think one day I said something like, bitch ass nigga, and he was like, what? Watch your mouth. Like,
yes. That's gonna be me. I'm gonna do the same thing to you.
I was just talking though, but
still, you're gonna be just talking to me, and I'll be like, "Come on,
watch your mouth."
Yeah, you're a lady. Don't do
okay, I feel that. But he definitely.
You're always gonna have your moments when you do that shit.
No, but even when I don't, like if I'm saying something nonsense, like today I got into it with my sister. I'm like, no, I'm finna go fight her. Like I just want to be extra with her because I don't like what she's doing. But he's still like, what? You sound dumb. Like what?
You ain't
Talk
out
to
here
her.
Fight nobody. What's wrong with you?
And that's exactly how it is. Like he's
because you're a lady. Don't do that shit.
Listen, you can still get this work.
Only if you absolutely have to, but we're gonna try to go a different route. But we'll talk about that another time. I was trying to get into that with one of my homeboys who's still stuck in Walnut Park, and he's 28, and he still thinks that he's like supposed to be a gangster all the time. Like, dude, like sometimes some things you just gotta walk away from, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, those type of people after 25, I am not convincing you to do nothing.
Which leaves me to ask you, so you've been dancing coming up on 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say that I've known and do know and have known some girls that say they plan on being in it for only a couple years and getting out. Do you actually have an end game? And if you do you think you're going to stick to it? Because as a drug dealer, and I'm not going to say, look, there's no secrets in my life. Mm-hmm. I'm a convicted felon. I was a drug dealer. I sold cocaine. I sold a whole lot of it. I was rich. And I was a hustler, and I still am. I just switch the product.
Different, right?
I sell chicken. But I knew that at a certain point when I saw $100,000 in a shoebox that my life was never going to be the same. And I knew that the only way I was going to stop selling drugs is if I get killed or if I get caught or if something happens to one of my family members. And so a lot of times when I think of bartenders, I think of dancers, I think of drug dealers, I think of these occupations that make all this fast money. How is it gonna be able? How are you or how am I or how is one gonna transition from going to making that type of fast money to living a lifestyle where you're not popular, on the stage and in the spotlight all the time? Do you think you'd be able to adjust to not being the center of attention? And I want to ask you about that. So just plant that in your head. But do you have a time frame?
Now I do, but starting, no. Because at first, like I said, the first year was just to make money.
Just a hustle.
Yeah, the second year was like, oh, you can do more than this. Like, the second year is actually when my mom died. So it's like, I traveled to LA, I went to Atlanta, I got outside, and I was just like, okay, no, you can do more than that. So I was like, wait, what are you good at? What's something that you can make just as much money off of, just like dancing? And it's clothes. And that's why my end goal now is my end goal is when I turn like 30, honestly. Like, I feel like that's a good age because I pay attention to everybody. I pay attention to Icy Diamond, and she's 30, and she dance when she wants to.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to be like that. Like, oh, NFL players in city? Okay, I'm going to dance tonight, but I'm not going to dance for 6 months.
Yeah, I fuck with Diamond. Diamond, I fuck with her.
Me and Diamond are not friends, but I observe her.
I respect her hustle.
Yeah,
sure.
I respect it too.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to, I feel like being realistic, especially with it, dancing being in a different light.
Be realistic.
Yeah, being realistic. I like my fast money. And I feel like my mom looked at it like me at 40.
Do you think it's fucking you up? Do you think you're gonna?
No, it's not. It's
gonna
not.
Stop because I have seen a handful of girls, like for real, straight up legit, get their braces, get their teeth fixed, get a college degree, and they're still there.
That's because priorities is messed up. I feel like they get lost in their world. I feel like I'll never get lost in that world because I have other things going. That's not my main.
That world will suck you in, chew you up, and continue to chew you up, and then spit
But you
you
gotta
the fuck
have
out.
ambition. You have to have, like I said, I have a dream. I see it, and honestly, like it's coming into works. Even with me just dropping my collection 6 months ago, and me working with Jeezy stylists and Amy J, who style people off Love and Hip Hop. There's no reason I need to be stripping by 30, but just in case, yeah, 30 is the end goal.
But what if? Okay, so your body may not always look like this.
It will.
Oh, but it may. There's a chance.
How?
Age
No.
Age happens without surgery.
It's genetic. It's just genetics. Like my mom,
All right,
I'm telling
keep
you.
talking that shit. And
Yeah,
then-
I'm gonna talk it because that's something that I listen. My mom, even with my mom being on drugs, her being on dialysis, she did get little, but her little was me. My
Okay.
mom was thick. I'm just saying, just genetics. Like my mom, she looked it like this all the way up till she died. So I'm thinking in my mind until I'm 40, and my mom had 2 kids, and I only got 1, and I didn't even carry him full term. So even if I decide to have another child, I feel like I'm still gonna. It's just genetics. It's just my
Okay.
body.
All right, but you do know that there is a possibility.
It's a possibility, but slight.
that you're not gonna grow old looking like a Coke bottle.
I will.
Okay. All right. Well, shit. All right. I plan on knowing you that long, and I wanna.
Yeah, and you will
revisit
see that
this,
I was
'cause
right.
This will be on YouTube forever.
Okay.
So.
Mark my words. Listen, I have confidence because my mom. I'm
That's
telling you,
dope.
if you would have seen my mom, like I'm telling you, you wouldn't even doubt
Well,
me.
shout out to moms. Like, rest
Yeah.
in peace, mom. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you did it. You set
She did.
You set it up for your daughter. She's out here.
Yeah, and I've been bigger.
With this
I've been like
confidence.
150. Almost. I've been 150, 155 is the
Girl,
most I've been.
150.
But that's. I'm still saying. Right now,
How
you're.
tall are you? Like 5'2"?
5'3".
5'3". All right. All right.
And then I've been small. I've been 155 and I've been 119 and now I'm back at 130.
Damn. You
Yeah.
fluctuate like that?
No, it's just what I had to notice it after I had my son. Like I said, being stressed out and being at Onyx, and it's just like
Yeah.
worrying about like a lot of stuff. I was 119. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I need to start eating.
Yeah, you was about to like fly away.
Yeah, so now I gained weight. I'm back at 130. I want to get back to 150, but I'm back at 130. And it didn't matter how big I was or how small. I've always had my shape.
Well, you're looking good. You look
Thank
good.
you.
You still look good. You look great. So
Right, trying to tell me I'm gonna be looking like this.
I didn't
forever.
say you were going to. I'm saying there's a
You
possibility.
can't doubt. You can't. That's not how
Listen,
stuff works.
babe, looks fade.
Man,
Shit
listen.
happens.
Have
Some-
you saw what's her Angela Bassett? Have you seen her?
Okay, Angela Bassett out of all.
Taraji P.
She's not my speed.
It don't matter. She still looks good.
She
Her body
does
still
look
looks good.
But you never know what could happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Anything can happen.
Yeah,
You can
that's
wake
true.
up tomorrow and be fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's hope it. Let's put in the universe that that's not gonna.
That's
happen.
not
So
gonna
look,
happen, but I understand what you mean.
Right, it could. Anything can
Anything
happen. Anything happen. Tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah.
Promised. So we've referenced a lot to this designing, and that's a big part of what I wanted to ask you about. And one of the things that I've noticed about you that I've paid a lot of attention to, and one thing that I go back to quite often is this one post where you had this really funny look on your face, and your hair is like messed up on purpose. It's like that messy long hairstyle when it was a video of you like doing this fashion shoot.
Oh,
on your page.
it was a photo. Oh, what I just dropped. It was like gray and it's like purple and stuff.
Yeah, your hair was like messed up
Everywhere.
on purpose. It was
It was like a rock star type of thing.
I love
yeah.
that. Like that.
I
that
loved
shit,
it too.
That shit is dope to me.
You not know how last minute they came together? My hair was not supposed to be gray, green, or
but
purple.
it works.
It did. That's why I added the chains and the paint. So I'm
That's
like,
why I do
rockstar
what I
look.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a.
Of course
different-
you would like that look.
I'm a different kind of dude, man.
Yeah,
like
that's more of your look.
I'm the hood. Like I wear Gucci and paint my nails at the same time. But like here it is. Where it's one of these videos.
You're going for my promo video for when I drop my
This
collection.
one. Look at this face. You just like.
And I have no makeup.
And I keep going back to the same one.
Why?
Because it looks like a mugshot.
Why?
No.
It's just where he paused it at, but I see what you mean.
But
yeah.
for me, like that looks like a mugshot. It's a pretty mugshot, but
Very.
You look kind of caught off guard. So when I click on it,
It was.
it's this whole shit, and I love it. That's my favorite my favorite thing on your whole page.
Really, thank you.
I love that.
That's good. It's not me shaking ass.
Yeah, I mean, and that's honestly, your ass shaking is. I don't even really know you like that. Like I've never seen you on stage in my life.
Really?
Never. Like I don't know
Dang.
you as a dancer. I just know you as a dancer because of that's one of the things that
hear?
you do.
Yeah, okay.
But this is what attracted me to you.
But that's good because that is my clothing line. That's my future.
So talk to me about that. Like, how did that come about? Like, how did you get, like, did you have a sewing machine? What inspires you? Like, did you make this?
Oh yeah, I actually did make what I have on.
It's lovely.
Thank
like, where do
you.
you get your fabric?
Joann's.
Okay, that's what's
Joann's,
up.
regular. It's the vision.
Do you have a sewing machine?
Yeah, I do. Duh.
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
All right, can you sew? Can you put a button on one of my chef
Listen, I
jackets?
can do anything.
Because I have a jacket that the button is falling off.
I'm not taking my time out to put no button back on.
Damn.
That's not enough money.
I cooked you some toasted ravioli.
You know what? You're right. I got you.
All right,
I
thank
got
you. Damn, it's the least you could do for me.
But
Just
again,
one
like
button?
you told me how it was gonna be so hard with not being able to dance, why I said I'm confident in when I'm saying like I'm not gonna be there at 30 is because my clothes is like that. You got to think about
I actually
pieces.
believe you. I do believe because I like tell me about the inspiration and the self-taught, all that stuff. Like,
No, it's self-talk. I ain't gonna lie. It's just, if I'm being honest, like I said, I'm a very spiritual person. So I just feel like God really put this in play. Because when I was younger, I did a quilting class. When I got to middle school, my granny wouldn't let me do nothing. So I took a sewing class after school. And then I got to high school, and I was just in a sewing class. I didn't even sign up for it. Like, it's just for, so I've noticed, and I just noticed it this year, that each point in my life, I was always doing something. And prom was probably like my stamp, because I had a boyfriend and he died. And I was like, like I just want a piece of him with me. And it was a cheetah print dress, a skirt that I wore to his funeral. And I'm like, I want a piece of him with me. So I took, my grandma wouldn't support, because I got put out of school. And my granny was like, no, you're not doing it right. You got put out. So she wouldn't support anything as far as me glorifying high school. So I was like, I'm going to take my old church suits, because I was in the choir until I was in like 17, like a junior in high school.
Can you sing?
No. That's why I don't know. My grandma made me be in there. It was Roger Star Missionary Baptist Church.
I bet you sing in the car. And
all the time,
yeah,
loud,
you
very,
better.
yeah. But
all right,
no.
so you took that.
And then like it was my senior year of high school, and he passed away, and I wanted a piece of him, and my granny wouldn't support it. So I took old church dresses, and I took the dress that I wore to his funeral, and I made my prom dress out of old church suits like what old women wear. Like,
Do you have a picture of that?
yes, I do. It's actually, I actually
Well, hey,
do.
you know what though? Like, you're gonna send it to me, and
Okay.
I'm gonna drop it in the video.
Yeah, okay, cool. And a lot of people don't know that when I went to prom, so many
So
people
you
asked
made this
me
dress.
out of church suits. Like, I can remake this dress. Like, I can record myself remaking anything I've ever
All
made.
right, I'm gonna tell my producer we're 1 hour in. Drop that dress right here. All right,
Okay.
1 hour in.
Yup.
1 hour.
1 hour.
And just remember this, because we're gonna say yes to that dress. So
Okay.
that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So you made your prom dress.
Yeah.
And were you fly as fuck?
Yeah, I was. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, at first, and my auntie them was so negative too. They was like, "You're not gonna be able to wear it," because how the way I did it, like, it was seductive. Because I've always had a shapy body, you know. It was seductive.
We know. You keep telling me.
You're a
you
hater.
keep talking about, I love it. No,
But I was like, but you know, they used to, like, they just criticized it a lot. And when I got to prom, it was so many people like, did you order your dress? It's like, where did you order it from? Like, I know you didn't get it made here. And I took that as a compliment, because it was like, it was so good that people just knew I didn't get made here. They knew I didn't make it. And I was just so insecure, because I'm like, this mug don't look right. It's not professional. It was done right, but it was just like, it wasn't the glittery glam. It was different. It was cheetah print, red and black. That sounds so country. You feel me? It wasn't, but it just sounds so off compared to what other girls do. Bright,
But
pink,
fuck what other
sparkly.
girls do.
Yeah, and that's what I thought. I couldn't have no choice but to do that.
And that's probably how you live now, is fuck what other girls do. Let's do what I think looks cool.
Yeah,
and that's what you do. So your line, talk about that. Like, do you just like sit at a sketch pad and draw it out, or what?
Yeah,
Like,
actually, I do.
yeah, I want to tell me about.
Yeah,
that.
I have a book and I just sketch. I'll go to take me and my son. We'll go out to eat, and the whole time we eating on this tablet, I'll sketch. Every idea I get, I'll sketch, because I feel like, right again, after my mom passed, it's no reason God eliminated everybody around me for me not to be great. So why don't I not get into myself? Even with my look, like now, like how I got, like I'm like kind of extra, like, or if you go to my page and one day I got brown long hair and I'm wearing red lipstick with a red jacket, or you literally the next day I got 2 ponytails and a polka dot outfit on. It's like I want to be a designer. I am a designer. I want to be a stylist. Like, why not get into my look? Why not get more into me? Why not think about all those negative things that's going on at the strip club, social media? Tune it out. Worry about what do you want to be. Define who you are, and that's where I'm at.
I love it. So you never felt the pressure of social pressure to give your fans or your followers, your quote unquote followers. You never felt pressure to keep up with them as far as like.
No.
No, you kind of always been in your own lane, and I think that's why not only
people flock to me naturally for some reason, so it's no reason for me to keep their attention because I didn't have to do nothing for you to get here, but be myself.
Which is what you did.
Yeah.
I mean, and you created the reason for attention, because you're a creative person.
Thank you.
So so for anybody to create their own prom dress and actually pull it off.
Without
like,
no money,
think
no
about
nothing.
That. Like, who can not everybody can do that.
And I stole my granny's sewing machine, by the way. I didn't even have a sewing machine at the time. She almost killed me.
You do what you gotta do.
Yeah, excuse me.
Turn something into nothing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Even now, like I'll sit there.
Turn nothing into something.
I understand.
Yeah, think of it. Turn nothing into something.
Look, he wants to be political correct. I see.
Because I pride myself on being a nice guy. Like, I turn nothing into something every time. NISE. Nothing into something. So yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did. I turned an idea on my couch into a place where people get off the plane from another state to come.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Or bring people here.
Hey, right.
Like, because PB definitely, he's on what? This is the first place. He didn't take me to Peru, Chris. He didn't take me nowhere. We came here. I
got people from other states like hitting me up like, man, I got so and so in Dallas that said that they.
But I'll even send people, even though I've had your food. Like, I'll even send people like, yeah, you gotta go there. You gotta go try our fucking food. Like, even though it's yours, it's ours. It's STO wings.
That's
period.
what's up. Well, now you're my friend. Now you can say you gotta go to my boy's spot. That's
period.
What's up. I appreciate that. So like, so your line, what's it called?
It's called Danae. Danae's Collection.
Danae's Collection, and Danae comes from?
Danae's my middle name.
Okay, Andrea Danae
Smith. Yep.
All right. So Danae's Collection.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. And you design your own stuff.
I design it. I sketch it. I go get the fabric.
So
I cut it off,
we'll
everything.
drop is that an Instagram?
Danae's Collection. Yes.
Danae's Collection.
Danae's _ Collection.
All right. So I'm gonna stay on top of you about that. I tell my producer all the time, like at 8:15, Danae's Collection. So
yeah, and I like professional pictures because I know some people get offended because I don't post my customers. I don't post girls in my outfits. Not saying anything is wrong with it. It's just, like Gucci don't post customers. And I want to be one of the greats. And I'm not saying I have to be like them, but right now that's who I observe. Danae, even though it's my middle name, is still short, simple, cute. You feel me? Danae, you could think about it for a man. You could think about it for a woman. You feel me? Gucci, that's how they are. Simple, short. They don't post their customers. They just post when I'm going to advertise for you guys to come by. And I feel like even though it comes off rude, that's what y'all like. Y'all like Gucci. Yeah. Y'all like Versace. Y'all like Givenchy. Y'all like that type of y'all like that type of stuff. So why not I get to the point where I'm like them and then work from there and then define who I am? I feel like
I think you're already defined who you are by being yourself. I mean, just by walking in here and some shit that you made is already a definition of you.
Okay.
Not everybody can do that and make it look good. Seriously, you do know that, right? Because if I were to try to go make some shit and wear it somewhere,
yeah, I understand. Yeah,
there's a big line between you and I.
Yeah,
I can't do what you do.
Understandable.
You may not be able to do what I do in the kitchen.
Because I can't. Oh, speaking of can't do what you can't do, I can't cook at all.
Really?
Listen, I go out. If you've noticed, if you've watched my social media, I go to Root Chris, Applebee's, and TGF Fridays in rotation.
Oh, honey.
Baby, I don't cook. Listen, I was raised in a household. My granddaddy cooked. I was not allowed in the kitchen, so blame him. Blame my grandfather.
I'm blaming for whoever took you to those restaurants.
Me. No, listen, nobody in this world, nobody. I go all the time with my son.
But I'm saying to make you think that Ruth Chris is like the epitome of good food.
No, it's not. Okay. Definitely not. I'm not saying that at all. But they have a good steak, and I like steak.
I can take you to a
Their
place
steak,
that got better steak. Cause
really, everybody said it. I haven't tried. I haven't
well,
not
you
once.
need to get out more. I got you.
Okay, we know. We're gonna see.
Hold me to
Come
it.
on.
I got you. I'm
We
gonna
gonna
take you to
see.
a better steak.
We will see. Because I've had men tell me that, and I swear I don't like it. I'm like, oh, nope, still want to
I'm not your average man, as you can tell.
We'll see.
All right. I told you I got you. By the end of this episode, you're gonna be my best friend. So
okay, cool.
I got a place in mind, and then if that don't work, I got another one. But Ruth Chris is a glorified Applebee's.
No, I feel like yes, with all their other food, but
It's
again, their drink
it's overpriced and overrated.
Listen, no, their steak is not overpriced. Listen, I eat their steak daily.
Have you been to Fleming's?
No.
Okay, we got some things to talk about.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about good food.
Their steak. Okay, let me not say food. Their steak.
Okay.
Their steak is hell of a worth the trip. Everything is worth the steak.
Up to this point.
We'll see.
Up to this point.
We'll see.
But so your goals with their clothing line, like where do you see? And I when I looked on the page, like the last time you posted was like the first of the year, January 1st. So like, have you been busy and not?
Actually, I have been busy.
Paid much attention to that. Have you been busy networking or creating?
Both.
Okay.
Both, because you got to think about after I dropped it, I got a lot of orders, so I still have to get them done and out the way. I'm still am a dancer, so I still travel. And being in Atlanta, I think January I did take a break from because I got to work with Jeezy and Lucci Stylist and Amy J. So it was like that opportunity was like cool. I'm working with them, building my relationship with them because I am moving to Atlanta in the next couple months. So it was just like all about setting up for
Damn,
me
so
to
I got
move.
a couple months to get you a good steak.
Yeah, you got a week.
What's in what's in Atlanta?
No, it's just you gotta think about my pieces here, and I can't give examples of a big piece that I've done, and it might be too much, or people in St. Louis are not there yet. Because what I can say, I don't want to talk about my city like that, but St. Louis, as far as fashion, is so behind, and it's like I might come off like even with me having this matching my outfit, I know for a fact they're gonna be like what, what? Why she don't got no Gucci shoes on? Why she don't got no two-piece on? Like like it's different, So
Well, fuck them.
No, it is fuck them, but it's still I think about if I'm in St. Louis, I'm gonna have to appeal to the simple-minded fashion that they do versus me going to Atlanta. And it's even if they're not even good rappers or good models, everybody wants their own look. Everybody in Atlanta is doing something where I can make creative pieces. My creative flow is gonna go crazy out there.
So you feel like
versus
being
St. Louis.
there will give you more hands-on experience?
Yes, because this model is rappers.
Why can't you just travel there?
I actually have. I have been.
I know, because you missed my show the last time.
Yeah. Look, yeah, I did miss it.
Yeah.
But not on purpose, though. It was just the opportunity came up, and it's got something to do with my fashion. Like I said, I do not want to be dancing at 30, so that is very important to me.
I think you might jump out of it before then.
You think so?
Yeah, but I don't think that you have to necessarily live there to make that happen. I think you can travel there, and like there we can talk about that. But there's ways that you don't really have to actually relocate.
I feel like it's different because, and then also I am a dancer, and me being here and me being there. In Atlanta, I've danced for Mulatto, Moneybagg Yo, Pee Wee Longway. Like, why would I not?
But that might suck you in to keep dancing since
it might. Did it as much money as, and I'm not. I have enough confidence as far as my mental to know that even if I do get there and I'm dancing, it's still all gonna go to my clothes. It's still gonna all go to me.
And you know what? I
dancing.
do believe that. I do, because not everybody is confident walking in to a place in something that they made and looking like you do. So like I really do believe that that's gonna happen for you. No matter where you are, I really
and then
do.
the quicker it's quicker. I've watched people in Atlanta. It's just different. Like I don't know why, but I've watched men in Atlanta tip empty stages.
Well, I'm not gonna say I'm not really related to that, but I'll tell you why the things are different in cities like that, in the urban community, like Dallas and Atlanta, the black.
I've never been to
population
Dallas.
there. Well, the urban community there, it's not a crab in a barrel city. Mm-hmm. They want to help each other.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you got a connection, so do I. Let's connect. Let's network. Let's do this. Let's do that. Here, it's like, I'm doing this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to come to my event. This is my event.
And I'm not like that.
They want their name written across everything.
And I've had that problem. Honestly, I've noticed that early, even with me just dropping. It's not a lot of designers in St. Louis. So even me being the popular dancer, now even though I've been sewing for a very long time, since I've done it professionally, like I've seen shade or I've seen that some people might get offended, like, but I still support them and I still keep going because how you feel doesn't make me feel no type of way. Like, I noticed that, like, people feel some type of way, and I haven't even done much yet, but I know I intimidate other designers because of how they act, not too much of how they treat me, but how they move, the comments they make. I could tell they feel like they're the only one that's supposed to be a nice designer in St. Louis.
It's really unfortunate. I mean, and I love St. Louis. I got it tattooed on my finger. Like, I love my city.
And to your wings.
I mean, I love my city. I love my restaurant. I love my city.
Everything is St. Louis.
Everything. I got the vest. I got everything. I love St. Louis.
He's
I'm
lame.
successful.
Yeah. Period. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm a L7, but I'm successful. But what the thing
You used L7. That just made it way more worse.
Still, look where you are. But listen, what I'm saying is, like, yeah, I'm all about St. Louis, but St. Louis definitely is a city where people will hate on you.
Yeah.
Because they got like some jealousy issues. Or they don't want to see you do better than them.
They don't.
They want to be more popular. They want to be better than you. They want to make more money than you. They want to throw the party that more people come to.
Yeah.
And in other cities like Dallas and Houston and Atlanta, it's so big.
We all
they,
support each other.
They can't keep up with what's this person doing over there. Let's help each other.
Right.
And so I get that. A lot of people will go to other places because there's more.
Let me make this clear though. I still wasn't planning on leaving and never coming back home. That's another thing that that's important for me to say. No, I always planned on staying. Like, if I was to go anywhere and like live and stay there for the rest of my life.
New York?
No, L.A.
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 I feel that way about New Orleans.
Really? So
I love the culture.
MacArthur's from New Orleans, my photographer.
I'm a big culture, history buff. I'm a nerd. I'm a big
That's
nerd.
actually I'm not. Do you not? Okay, speaking of, since you said New Orleans, twerking was originated in New Orleans.
Bounce music. It was a different kind of twerk.
Well, you sure it was bounce?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
New Orleans, Mick. Yeah.
It was from like them. It was something from like funerals, right? Them doing it.
Well,
like celebration.
they did a second line for funerals. It's called a second line when they have the trombones and the tubas out there. It's a second line. And in New Orleans culture and the Creole culture, they march for a funeral, and they have the bands playing it's a celebration.
I watched a documentary on it.
Oh yeah, I've actually
maybe on YouTube late night just watching stuff.
I've been to it.
Really?
I've seen it in person.
Ooh, that's different.
The feathers, and I've been there and I've seen it in person. I've dug into the culture.
Different.
So yeah, like the culture in New Orleans is like, fuck, it's like nowhere else in this country. Like you go to New Orleans and you absorb the culture, and it's like no other. So yeah, like the twerk, but it's a different kind of twerk. It's called bounce.
Yeah, it is.
And it's Magnolia Mick. But like Juvenile, when you know that song that Drake got In My Feelings, where they did the what's that song they did? Fuck. What's that song when
you asked me what's
when Drake was like In My Feelings? It's like damn.
In My Feelings, Drake has 1,000 songs.
Yeah, but there was a whole dance to where people were like getting out of their cars and like walking and doing the whole
Kiki, do you love me? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But the sample from that song was from a chick that actually did a bounce song to that.
Really?
And it's real nasty, but it's a great song.
I didn't even think.
And I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna put you on it. But that's the New Orleans bounce. If anybody were to look up like on YouTube New Orleans bounce, it's a whole different kind of twerk.
But see, I didn't even look at it from there. I looked at the I forgot what it was called. Something about Revelations or something about hip hop. And it was like it was like it took you back to where everything came from, and then it took me further. Like I got more into it, and I started YouTubing shit about it.
I go down YouTube rabbit holes all the time.
Yeah, I do too.
That's how I came up with this show.
Oh my God, that just made me think about what's her name? She's a princess. She's a lost princess, Princess Anastasia.
Yes.
It was 4 of them. It wasn't just her. She was it
was a group.
Yeah, and
it's a group.
Yeah, I didn't know. Well, I ain't gonna get off topic, but yeah, that's one of the recent things that I just got lost into on YouTube, and I'm still watching.
Man, but I can go down that hole. But yeah, I'm gonna send you some shit. But like the bounce in New Orleans, like what the rest of the world has twerk.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
It originated in
real
Orleans,
fast.
though.
Yes, it did, and it was like real fast. It was, oh man, the booty shaking is
dope.
just different. And
You said the booty shaking is
I
just
talked
different.
about that on my last show because I went to New Orleans. And I had this girl from New Orleans, and she was bouncing like da-da-da, da-da-da. I was like, damn,
Crazy.
And then my boy was drunk in the fucking bathroom. And I'm like, bro, I'm
You
kicking
miss
it.
it.
Like, oh man, it was fucked up. But like the whole vibe in New Orleans is dope as fuck.
Yeah,
When
I've never been.
When
but
I go to LA, it's like, it's cool. Listen, and for me, this is Bobby talking. Like, I've been to LA like a handful of times, like 5 or 6 times. I shot a porno out there.
It's a piece of mind. You shot a what?
I produced and directed an adult film in LA.
Ooh.
I told you I have a whole former life, but I'll tell you about that later.
Porn. I know you made a lot of money with that.
I actually made zero.
Really?
It's on the shelf. I could have made a lot of money. I actually had porn stars, and I had the whole production and everything. I went out there. I filmed it with really, really
So
famous
you
people.
that in sync with yourself.
No, I wasn't in it. I was behind the camera. So anyway, but yeah, when I went to LA, it was cool for the experience, but I was like ready to come home.
No, the clothing line is for men and women.
And I want to ask you about that too. But I couldn't live in LA. I like to visit it, but I want to come home.
LA is actually the first place I've ever in my life got on a plane and went and traveled to.
Well, then I'm gonna take you to New Orleans, and you might have a whole different outlook.
No, I like LA not because not probably what from people think it is like, oh, like it's like celebrities and it's bougie and stuff like that. I like LA because it's a peace of mind. After my mom died, even though you're not supposed to smoke a blunt on the beach. It's a line where you can't go a certain amount with smoking.
Man.
But listen,
We
I
ain't
know.
supposed to drink in here, and we're doing it. Speaking of, go ahead.
Yeah,
So
but no, I'm saying I get a ticket. Like if someone see me with that, like,
I'm a convicted felon.
well, never mind. Right, he doesn't care. But I ain't gonna lie. Like it's just I will go for the peace of mind. I've never understood a peace of mind until I went to LA. I had me a blunt, I had me some food, and I was on the beach at night. If I can't,
Oh well, yeah, you
Yeah.
can't compare to that.
No, you can't.
You can't do that here.
like instead of listening to ocean sounds going to sleep, it was like, if I ain't gonna lie, to have that moment,
That's a life-changing moment.
To have that moment every night, to be on the beach and just anything that's going on, just your thoughts, everything, praying, just everything. It's so different.
And you
It's-
realize the world is so much bigger than you, and there's so much more out
yeah,
there.
and then it's more too. Like people there in LA, they love LA, diehard LA. Like how you love St. Louis, I love St. Louis. How you love St. Louis, but you probably love it a little more. Yeah, you're right.
Tattooist.
Never mind. I don't have any tattoos actually.
Yeah. So
No.
go ahead about LA. People love LA.
No, I just feel like it's just it's a little bit, even though it's a lot going on, it's still more peaceful. It's a taste of life, I feel like, and everybody there, not everybody, but they're comfortable and they're confident in who they are. You can meet a little weirdo Uber driver and they still, yeah, this is me. No, don't be like that. You can't erase it's just, they are confident. It's a lot of confidence in LA. Like, you can't ever meet somebody from LA, you can't tell them shit.
Well, like from the Midwest point of view, yeah.
They're weird, but I'm weird considered here, so.
But here, everybody is in a different. It's like so fucking like crowded and confined and.
Because people make it that way, because our popularity scene and people who actually do stuff, it's not a lot of us that do stuff. So us that do stuff, we all link in with each other, and it's not a lot of us that do it.
Yeah, but people in St. Louis, they have this mentality like if you're different, then you're trying to be like somebody else. Oh, you're trying to bite the culture, like the European culture. If I wear skinny jeans and Chelsea boots, they're like, that's not you. That's that European look.
But that's
No,
not being realistic,
This is what
though.
I do. If I want to learn how to play the guitar and paint my fingernails, they're gonna think that I'm some fucking weirdo. But that I don't know.
Definitely did catch me off guard with the
I
nails.
don't know. I just got bored and like whatever.
I
So
paid
what?
attention to the ring. Well, it's a little mixed style. You feel me? It's a mixed style.
But
You
that's
got
my
the
style.
Gucci's, then you got the
The skull.
yeah, then you got fingernails, but you got St. Louis tatted everywhere.
Yeah.
You talk like, well, not saying you talk like you like, but you know the way you speak.
I'm just a different kind of guy, man.
It's okay.
I march.
I like it.
I march to the beat of my own drum.
And that's how you're supposed to move.
My own drum. I don't pay
Boom.
attention to what other people do and want to be like them. So like, all right. So since we got off into all that, and you said that the LA culture is something that you appreciate. And
I
you like
love
that.
it. And I was there when Nipsey Hussle passed away.
Okay. Well,
So,
shit.
woo.
That was a pivotal moment in our
And
in our
it definitely
time.
was, and I can definitely tell the shift change. Like, people can say all day, like, some people, I feel like it's insulting because they wasn't there, and for me not being from LA and being there,
Wait, you were there when it happened?
not with them around there, yes, but when he got
I'm
shot,
saying
like
you
in
were
the
in
city,
LA.
yes, I was, yes,
Whoa.
yes, and being there before him and after, his city loved him. His
Yeah.
city loved him. No, it's different when you know it, when you see it, like on social media, and you feel it. Like, it was people, it was even Uber drivers. They was like, oh my God, he had some type of so I think he had like places that people can go in, his, like certain type of communities and stuff. And it's like they don't know what they're gonna do with this, and like I don't know. I just know that I can't explain it, but I could. The energy was so different. Even now when I go, it is different from when I first went.
Yeah,
And
he
that's
was a
what I'm saying.
visionary, and
That's
people-
how I want to leave the world. Not saying I want to change. Yeah, he did change it, but I want my spirit. I want to be so important to my city one day
Where you
that
have
when
an
I
impact.
pass away,
You have a huge impact.
yeah, I want people to feel it. I want them to know the difference.
Yeah.
And me not being from LA and being there when he was alive and not, it's crazy.
I think, like, let's say, you know, God forbid, like something were to like to change in your life to where you would leave, and what would you say that you left as up to this point?
I think
Who have you inspired? Like, what do you think?
I
that
feel like
you left?
anybody that comes to my page that's real and real with themselves and in the world, I feel like I've inspired them. Like, even now, just being on my live, it's probably like over 4 or 5 people that tell me, "Oh my God, you're so inspirational." Even before I was even dancing, like I was still talking about, okay, I don't have my parents around, but you still can do this, you still can do that. Like, I've always been this not working, I'm gonna go around and do it this way. I feel like, and that inspires people because people give up, people are not strong enough, people have children, people feel like, I still know 30-year-olds who blame the way they live now on their parents, and I don't let nothing define me. I'm going to make myself who I want to be, and I feel like a lot of people don't have that choice and they don't think like that. So I feel like one thing I can leave from this world is people learn from me. People getting inspired by me to keep going, to never give up on yourself, to always want to be a better version of yourself, and you can be whoever you want to be.
Boom. And that's what I think that people should get from you, is that you can be whatever you want to be.
You said boom.
That's it right there. Because when you say, I think that people want to get from me that you can be whatever you want to be and be comfortable in that, a lot of people can't do that. Because a lot of people's, what they want to be is not what they think the world should accept.
Yeah, can't
And
think like
there's
that.
there's a big difference there. So, and that when you say that's I like that. Be who you want to be.
Yeah.
I love that. So now that we've talked about that and we've got all that, so you left a mark and you still got a whole lot of marks to make.
Oh yeah, I do.
You got
Alright.
a lot of marks.
I feel like I'm just getting started. I don't
you're
feel like
just
I've
getting-
done
I was gonna say,
nothing.
but you have. You really have. And,
Thank you.
And you, I mean, to a lot of people, and I want them to know that side of you. I don't want them to just look at you as, oh, the wild child, the stripper. I want them to know that you are not out here chasing Chanel bags. I want them to know that you're out here trying to inspire creativity.
Yeah.
And inspire, like, doing what makes you happy. Like, I think that is a big deal. I think that's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And that not every stripper, not every
Thank you.
entertainer or dancer should just aspire to have a Maserati and a Chanel purse. Like, there's more to life than that.
Yeah, everybody desire luxury things. It's just you can't let that make you. They can't be
cool
your
to have.
purpose.
It's cool to have, but when you have so much of it, what are you?
What is it?
Did it feed you? Are you fed? Do you feel like
Life is about helping the next person,
like
making the next person.
I look
live.
forward to planting tomatoes like in the spring. Like I got a closet full of designer shit, and all I just want to do is plant a garden. Like like that's what excites
Really?
me.
Have you noticed it isn't even like, not saying this, I don't want to get too like weird or whatever, but
I'm a weird fucker. So
okay, have you noticed like when I was younger, we had trees we can go get apples off of.
Yeah.
We don't have those type of trees anymore just around.
Well,
And
yeah.
if you notice, we can't produce our own water in St. Louis. A lot of people don't know that neither.
Well, there's environmental issues
But all you have to do, I'm saying, if I go outside and I catch rain and then I boil it to clean it, and I want to sell my own water, I will get arrested for it.
yeah. Well, the government has definitely changes our fucking lives in a whole
Hell
lot of ways.
fucking yes.
And global warming. We can get into politics a whole nother
No,
time.
we're not going to get into politics.
But
But
I mean,
that's just
I said another time. But yeah, I mean, the world has definitely changed. But I do want to know, like, I mean, what excites me and what excites the next person are could very well be different things. And I expect it to be. Like, I get excited over vegetable gardens and...
That's dope, though. I wasn't expecting to hear that neither.
I can't wait to plant my tomatoes.
I know that's going to be fun.
I love it. I'm
Yeah.
building a cage. Like, I have it all planned out.
Really?
Like, yeah, I watch camping videos at night. I watch weird...
I would never go camping in my life.
But I like watching other people do it. Like, I do. Like,
Okay.
I like watching it. I like
a kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna learn how to play the guitar soon, just because I want to learn some new shit. So, like, let's get into the sub that you didn't want to get into, the subject. Like, do you want to be married?
Yes.
And have a family.
I want to be
normal
35.
life?
I want to be married by 35.
So what is, like, given the lifestyle that you live for the past 3 years, what do you think has stopped you from finding somebody that's actually genuinely interested in the person that you are? Or do you think, because
I think about that question.
answer this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
While you're at work, when guys ask you, what's your real name? And you be like, Andrea.
I don't give it to them.
Okay, let's say you do. Do they automatically feel like, oh, well, now we're connected, so, like, let me take you out? Do you ever... I mean, I'm sure you get that, like, 5 times
Yeah,
a night.
my first year dancing, yeah, but I didn't really know what to do. And now me being like, knowing how everything goes, no, you don't even get that side of me. Listen, I am at work. I am here to do a job. And if this the way you want to tip by conversating, I don't make money like that. So I stay away from those guys, honestly. I'm a stage presence person. I'm not sitting there talking to nobody for no 2-3 hours. Like, honestly, I watch girls do it and they make money off of it, but my preference, you're not going to get that from me. So don't think you're going to come to the club and get a different side of Wild Child, or you watch my social media and you want that side. You would never get that from me at work. Ever.
Okay, good, which is good. I appreciate that. So I'm sure that since you started dancing, it's created a very difficult situation for you to, like, find a guy that's genuinely interested in you.
I don't feel like it's hard because most times, like, when they meet me, like, if I really meet somebody and they, like, I'm good on first conversations. If we don't kick it off our first conversations, we won't connect. Like, even if I'm just cool with you, like, we gonna be kicking it outside, but as soon as I leave your presence, you gonna know, damn, she's not fucking with me. Right. But I fuck with her though, because when I see her, we have a good time.
Right.
But no, I just feel like the guys that I have, if I'm being honest, I feel like sometimes it's poor choice, or the most I get from dancing is like, oh, they feel like they can buy me, like you said, Chanel bags, or they can just come tip me and that'll make me happy. And it's like, no, like, sorry that I desire more than other dancers or the stereotype, but you can't just come throw me a stage full of money and think, oh, I got her.
You shouldn't be sorry about that.
No, because I've had some guys do that. Like, they look at my social media, and I don't understand how guys get confused with that, because when you go to my social media, you don't see, like, designer clothes and me popping my shit. I'm that bitch and boom, boom, boom. Like, I don't give that type of personality off. So for a dude to approach me on that, like, you're not going to get nowhere with me at all.
So
my attitude is the reason. Let me be real.
Is it?
Because I'm big on respect. And I'm a very factual person.
As you should be.
People are not factual. They're emotional.
Well, we're in St. Louis, babe.
Even people I've just tried to date someone who wasn't from St. Louis.
You're in a long distance situation. That doesn't work.
You said that doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
Well, right now I've decided.
Right now.
Listen, ever since probably since August, I've decided dating all the way around is just a no. I've kicked it with people, don't get me wrong, but dating, taking somebody seriously and letting somebody get to me emotionally, like, it's just a no, because it's not beneficial. I'm not finna chase love.
Why? No, no, not chase love. Let's say love found you.
It's not gonna find me no time soon, because it's not happening right now.
But you're rejecting it. So, like, all I'm saying is, like, you're not chasing it. You're not going out there like, oh, I need somebody to love me. I want to love somebody.
Not anymore, though.
But if it fell into your lap, would you embrace it?
Yeah, I would.
And okay.
Excuse me, but it would take a hell of a guy, though. Excuse me, it would take a hell of a guy.
It should take a hell of a guy, regardless of the circumstances.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
Period.
Excuse me.
No matter what the fuck point of life you're in, it should take a hell of a guy to catch your attention.
Period. Okay, tell me
Just
something.
like for
then.
me, it takes a hell of a girl to get my attention.
Yeah.
You can't
But see,
just
it
be a
wasn't
pretty
like
face.
that. Yeah, that's true. But see,
For
it
me.
wasn't like that for me at first. Like, I also know, and I'm very in tune with myself, I also know I deal with parenting issues.
Looks fake.
I also know I deal with abandonment issues. I still know that it's certain things that me as a person that I have to work on myself before I can even really think about being in a real relationship. Not saying that's the reason why stuff has. And another thing I'm going to say, too, to young girls is keep men chasing you. That's if I can give my advice to any young woman right now, because I've let men chase me because I honestly was working and I was so focused and they like my ambition, they like the way I move, just for me to give them all my attention, and they treat me like I'm doing too much, or you calling too many times. I just had that happen to me a couple months ago, and I'm like, bro, you chased me for a year, using my DM for a year.
Now that
But
I'm on,
it's
on
like,
you,
yeah, now I have the opportunity and I have the time, because again, I've worked since I've dropped my collection. It's been nothing but work. And as soon as I got the little space to give somebody that, they tried to make me feel insecure, and I'll tell them like, no, I'm fine. I'm 24. I just started my business. I'm great. I'm a great mom. And they still tell me, no, you're stupid. You're slow. Like, and I'm telling you, I can show you it.
it was him though.
It was
don't for
him.
a second think that you had any part in that.
No, you're right. I
It
don't
was-
feel like I had any part, but still
That
still
was his
trying
insecurity.
But to give him to make him feel comfortable enough to get to that point, I blame myself. Because if I would have stayed me busy, no, you only get a limited time. If I would have stayed doing what a woman's supposed to do and keep a man chasing you instead of trying to,
I disagree, bro.
I feel like, no, listen,
I
women,
disagree.
keep men chasing. It don't matter how in love you are with that man. Keep him chasing. Keep him limited. Do not give nobody all your time until you are married. I swear, I am a victim of that. No.
Maybe that's your judge of character.
No, it's not my. Well, yeah, you're right.
Exactly. So listen, let me just give me this next 10
But
seconds.
still, women keep men chasing.
Okay.
Period. This is my baby bro from jail.
All right. Well, okay.
He's over here.
As I'm gonna say, like, you want to take one?
No, it's fine.
All right.
I'll just tell him.
She said keep men chasing you.
Yes.
I want to interject on that.
No, it's no interject.
Yes. Now answer me this, and I'm going to come at you on a slightly more philosophical point. Would you honestly, with all of your heart, respect a man that continuously chased you when you didn't show interest? Would you have, if you finally?
I did, and it backfired. That's the example that I just
Because
gave you.
your judgment in that particular situation was off. I do feel.
No, he
I
put
don't
in
know
a lot
the
of
guy,
work.
I don't know the
I
situation.
feel like he did put in a lot of. I'm telling you, he asked me like, "Well, what
That's
do you
the
need?"
excitement. That's the excitement. And once he got you, he's like, boom, I got it.
He couldn't.
That's
No,
all
he couldn't handle me though. My attitude, everything was
Well,
about. I think things supposed to revolve
I
around
don't
me.
think
I'm
that he
supposed
knew what
to-
he was getting himself into.
He didn't, because my name's Wildchild. Obviously, I don't know what he
So
thought.
it's not that. It's just he couldn't get with you all the way.
Okay.
And it wasn't. Don't tell people that they to have men keep chasing you.
No, listen,
'Cause
but I
you don't
know,
respect
but even
the man that keeps chasing you.
No. What I mean when I say, let me get
Look,
into details about that.
any women out there, if I chase you for a certain amount of time and I finally get you, I don't
No.
expect you to respect me that
What
much.
I mean is still have limits. Even when I'm not saying keep him chasing. Even when you get him and y'all are dating, what I'm saying is don't go a couple days without talking to him. Let him miss you. Don't always get up and go when he wants you to be. Don't always be so available. What I'm saying is even that's the problem. Even with marriages, when people get bored, I'm not saying I know it because I'm not married. Obviously, I'm not in that type of situation. But what I've noticed is she do too much. She's always on my ass, or she needs to find her own what she got going on. Or even with men, like he going through my phone, he assuming I'm talking to this guy. Like just for me listening and having real friends that.
Baby, the minute that you feel the need to go through a man's phone is the minute y'all need to break up.
But listen, that's still not reality right now because I know 50-year-olds who still do it.
Well, this
And we got to go
this
through that phone. It's
30-year-old
just
won't do it.
this.
this 30-year-old doesn't go
All
through
I'm
phone.
saying is, well, maybe I worded it wrong. What I'm saying is, just limit him. Let him in miss you. Like, let him be excited to always let him be excited to do or pursue you with anything. That's what I'm saying.
And honestly, that I feel like if it's organic, you won't need to play those games.
It's not playing a game. It's just
You don't want to word it like that, but you won't have to put a conscious effort behind. Oh, let me do this. Oh, let me fall back. Let me let him do this. Let me let
no,
him
it's
do
not
that.
that. It's not. Maybe I am wording it wrong because it's not even that. It's just always let him be intrigued in what. We're the woman. The man is always supposed to look. I always heard the man. It's never going to work when a woman overloves a man. A man has to love that woman. A man either love you or he don't.
We should always be fascinated by you.
Yeah.
And
Okay, so that's probably what it is.
Yeah, we should always be fascinated by you. We should whatever you do on a daily basis, we should be like, oh my gosh, she's.
Yeah.
We should never take you for granted.
And basically, that's what I'm telling women to do.
All right. Well, I mean, in one
It's
particular,
still a chase.
I will disagree with on the term. The word chase.
Because you think I'm saying like chase her, be up her ass. That's not. That's not what I'm saying it though. What I'm saying is let him be
fascinated by you.
Okay, yes, let him be fascinated by you then.
Yeah, let him desire
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be so available. Don't be so quick to jump from. Is what I'm saying because it's not one situation. Married, dating, seeing something.
So what is dating? Let's define that real quick.
I don't know what dating is.
Okay. All right, boom, next subject. I just want to know, like, if you're talking to somebody, are you allowed to talk to other people?
Honestly, in my world, no. I feel like when we first start, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like after sex is no.
Good.
After
good
sex,
point.
no.
I do, and I thought that, because I was thinking about that. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. So I'm like thinking, okay, can we date multiple people at one time? But the moment you start having sex with them, I feel like I have exclusive rights to that person.
Hell yeah, you should.
Like
that's where it's supposed to be.
Once we get in bed with each other, if I find out that you're having sex with another dude, then I get angry. If I'm having sex with you and then you're
why would you want to lay down with somebody and just think, oh, tomorrow you're gonna lay down with someone else?
Not
That's
laying
not
down,
realistic.
but like if you and I are in an intimate like relationship, or not you and I, but if whoever the case is, and then the next 3 days later, I talk to you. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Like, oh, I'm out with my friend Tony. Like, damn, you were just in my bed 3 days ago.
Right.
So, but are you my girlfriend? No. Are we dating?
Yeah.
Is that a yeah?
I feel like unless y'all have an agreement, like, hey, we just this week, this ain't that. That's cool. I feel like people don't know how to have awkward conversations, and
they are awkward.
Yeah, they are. To tell somebody, I don't want to deal with nobody else. It's okay to go through my phone. It's okay to have my social media.
But you do know that that's a relationship.
It's not a relationship. It's dating, because we can date for 6 months to see if we want to be in a real relationship, to see if this is what we can do.
But you just said it's okay. We're exclusive to each other. We can go through each other's phone. We can do all these things, but we can't have the title of.
No, I feel like no. Yes, and I feel like when y'all both decide, because it's still seen. Let me date this person. Let's see if I can actually give this person my all, and let me give them half to see.
That's a relationship.
No, it's not.
What is it then?
It's dating.
Then you can't get mad if I go on a date with Shirley on Friday.
No, you're watering down dating, but you're also trying to make it a relationship. No, dating is, can you be off for me? Can you just lay down and just be with me? Can I? Yeah. Am I trustworthy enough to go through your phone or you go through my phone? It's still sin. And then boom, we get in a relationship. I feel like that's when it comes into play. Okay, now we moving with each other. Now we setting goals with each other. Now it's next level. That's the relationship.
No, baby.
Because I feel like I have a child, so this is how I look at it. I have a child. So dating for me, yeah, it's talking and letting us know, like, okay, we're not dealing with nobody else. We're seeing, you still haven't been around my son, but it's a possibility. I feel like in the next 6 months, if you can continue, don't get caught dealing with another girl. I can go through your phone. You don't make me feel weird. You can handle me in my insecure moments. Like, I feel like that's cool. So after 6 months, that's just my idea. 6 months, cool. I feel like now we've had this conversation. Or do you feel like you can see yourself with me, like, for years? Like, can we move in with each other? Are you okay with being around my son? Do you want to meet my family?
Well, 3 months ago, I already put you as my girlfriend. Because if that's what we're doing, like I'm saying, like you said, if we're exclusively only like being intimate with each other,
Yeah.
and only dealing with each other, like
Dating is
going through
too
each other's
see,
phone,
though.
like I would never go through a woman's phone. Like I don't want to.
You don't have to go through it,
I
but
understand what you're saying. If you must, if you want, if you need to, whatever the case is. But if I reach that point with somebody, that means in my head, that's my chick. That's me.
right.
And we may
So
not.
you shouldn't have to go through her phone.
Right.
But it don't even be about having to go through her phone. It's just having the access. Like, I can pick it up and I can do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go through Google on my phone, I get it. I mean, you know, I get it. But your definition of dating is slightly different than mine.
Yeah, dating to me is just seeing if that person is good enough to
One person.
Yeah, to see. Because I ain't gonna lie, that's my downfall too. I feel like sometimes my big sister actually tells me that. She said dating is when you're talking to other people, keep your option open. In my mind, dating is okay. Well, I don't always talk to multiple people at a time, so I might talk to one or two. Best contested.
So that's talking versus dating.
Yeah.
So talking, you could be talking to 3 guys.
Yeah, talking is cool. We go out, we kick it. Dating is when, okay, cool. Now you actually have access to come to my house.
Personal.
Yeah, you got
my intimacy.
You got this JJ. You know, boom, boom, boom. And a relationship is okay.
you
Now
ain't-
you meet my son.
you ain't
Now
cooking.
You
ain't cooking.
Listen, if I'm in a relationship, I'm cooking. I'm
Okay.
going to cook.
Okay.
And if we're dating, and if I ain't gonna lie, because I have been in a situation where I was dating someone and they was around me on a regular, and he did want me to cook, and I did. I attempted. I learned. I actually had friends come over, teach me certain stuff, show me stuff.
Okay.
Because that's if we're gonna get somewhere, you're gonna show me that you will put in work for me. As far as dating, I'm gonna put work into you.
I respect that. You actually learned how to cook for somebody. Did it turn out good?
Actually, the first meal was terrible. You feel me? Like I didn't even eat it.
Did he, did he like it?
No, he didn't even try it. But I didn't like it, so I didn't blame him.
But you put forth effort. Did he notice the effort?
Listen,
Damn.
he didn't appreciate it at all.
That's fucked up.
But he was fucked up though. So he
Alright.
just that. But I just feel like
all these dudes got you fucked up. They all got you fucked up.
I feel like, but I do go back to what you said. If I'm being honest, poor judgment, because I've dealt with men. With me being a dancer, that's one thing. I don't think it's them. I don't even think it's me being a dancer. I feel like it's the look men put on me. Oh, she like this. I'm gonna give her money. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And then it's
Right.
like you just put up this whole image of you as this way, and you're not. And I feel like I just run into a lot of guys that fake it.
Niggas.
Yeah, I feel like I run into a lot of guys that fake it, and then when I really start seeing true colors, like, and I ain't gonna lie, the last guy I dealt with, I didn't know he was an older guy, and he had like certain stuff going on, and I felt like with me being 24, I can't help you financially. All I can do is be there for you mentally, make you feel better about what you got going on, and talk to you. That's just how I feel, because I'm not gonna give no wrong. Listen, I'm 24, single mom.
But he needs you to take care of him. I mean, what's okay is for a man to need you to take care of him emotionally.
Yeah, and that's what I try. I even felt like he was like taking L's because he was doing certain things, and I was like, what's my best way? I go tell him I have great connects, even though I haven't used them yet. I help him. I'm not saying I made him or anything. It's just this one situation. I linked him with money, like
Right.
real money. It wasn't no little money. It was like, damn, nigga, I wish I had it to do it. You feel me? Like, so it was just like, I feel like that was the best way I could help. And then he was having a moment, and I was just like, just uplifting him just for the next day. Like, it's something as simple as me sending him a picture, and he sent me heart eyes. I accidentally put the thumbs up emoji down to it. And he was like, if I don't make you happy, then why are you here? And I'm just thinking, like, that's what I don't like about guys. Even when you see, what do you mean you don't make me happy? And if you don't make me happy, then why am I here? It should be are you okay? What's going on? Like, if it's anything going on, then we need to talk about it to make this right. I feel like people be so into their emotions, and they so stuck on themselves that they always react off that. It's not always that. If you like somebody, you care about somebody, regardless if it's a short period of time or a long period of time. Every single conversation should be, we need to work this out to make sure we don't lose each other.
So So y'all lost each other. That
Hell yeah, he
y'all
lost me after
lost
talking
you.
like that. Listen, bye. Like, even told him, like, even when I blocked him from everything,
Damn, you blocked him?
yeah, I blocked his number and his social media, and I forgot he had a business page, and he DM'd me from his business page, like, oh, if that's how you go move. We've had this moment before, but this is just final for me because he tried to belittle me, even when I'm telling him, like, it's cool, you're acting like you don't want me, that's fine, I'm gonna leave your presence. That's what I literally told him, I'm okay. And he come back and he sent me this paragraph, and then I'm like, I told you, I'm 24, I'm young, I just started my business. And like, I feel like, not saying that I'm perfect in a way, but I feel like a guy would be blessed to have me right now. Like I said, I'm a single mom. I've been through hell and back. I'm a dancer. I'm not a thought. For me to say all that, and then at the end I told him, I said, I will find someone who wants me.
Right.
And he still come back. You still stupid, you still slow, and that's where I lost respect for him, and that's the reason why I would never deal with him again. Because even with me telling you, even with me something I did when I was struggling with when I first started dealing with him, I'm not struggling with that no more. I'm in a different headspace. So even if you can't even see the growth in a couple months, or even if I'm telling you I'm gonna leave you alone and let you be you, and you still want to be negative and put me down, that's what I don't respect.
Okay, bye. He's gone.
Yeah, Dad.
He's gone.
Dad. Because you don't belittle anyone in life.
Yeah, no, that's fucked up.
No one. You don't make no stupid
Because
slow.
honestly, that sounds like insecurity.
It gotta be.
Yeah, that sounds like an extreme insecure dude.
That's
no matter how old you are, that's some insecurity.
Definitely. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm so and that's another reason I don't let people get close to me, because I've gotten so mad. I've drove 3-4 hours to get to somebody.
Oh, well.
Long distance, no long distance for me. I'm gonna get to you.
That's what's up, man. But do you feel like, so with that being said, like, it's got to take like a certain type of guy to be able to deal with the profession that you're in?
I feel like right now, the only reason I really didn't want to have this conversation is because it's not even a thought in my mind right now. Like, not saying that I'm resenting it, it's just I'm about me now.
But as humans, we all want somebody to like be there for us.
Yes, and I do want it, and I wanted it for too long. Since I've been a dancer, since I had my son, I've been desiring it. I'll make posts, memes, chasing guys, dealing with certain things, and it was like it didn't get me nowhere. So how about that little 2 years that I've done that? How about I take 2 years to just focus on me and put that energy to me?
And you know what? And it'll find you. It'll find you, because a lot of the times what people do is they'll be so focused on, like, damn, I got everything else I want in place, but I don't have that person. Mm-hmm. And you seek out that person. And
but even when I didn't have it, I still suck out for that.
Yeah,
seeked out for that.
But I mean, when it finds you, you embrace it.
Yeah, I'll embrace it if like I said, I pay attention. I'm very in tune with myself now, and I feel like I do give people that opportunity. But at the same time, right now, It's not even a thought for me. Like, it can't, because I just feel like I said, I dropped my collection almost 6 months ago, and I'm already working with the people I'm supposed to work with. It's no way in hell I'm finna let anybody ruin it.
And
I want to let myself ruin it.
If anything, they should be fucking helping you.
But that's what I'm saying. People are more so not of a help. When people look at me, and I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to see my worth. I can honestly say I just learned my worth probably in the last 6 months, and I just feel like, now that I know my worth, to even, like, it's just gonna take a lot. I don't even know what to say. It's just gonna take a
It'll
lot.
find you. It's gonna find, and when it finds you, you're gonna embrace it, and it's gonna be good.
I don't even want to think about it. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it. It doesn't have to be a thought.
Yeah, it don't. It can't be, because emotionally, because I know how I am. Like, if I'm dealing with a guy, like, I would want him to be just do as much as I do. You feel me? Like, I want to call him, like, oh, he telling me what he working on. I'm telling you what I'm working on. We both, okay, cool. Now we got to make time for each other. Now we got time for this. Like, I want somebody to match my energies. People don't know how to match energies. Even when people...
Do you have enough time to just sit and watch Netflix?
Not right now.
No?
Not right now.
No Netflix?
No.
All right, it's all about the grind.
Yeah.
Which it should be. You're grinding, you're growing, you're grinding. I mean, that's
I feel like I already wait. Even though I'm 24, I feel like I've already wasted time.
Really?
I swear to God, every time, because I just feel like I've been, like, I'm telling you, I've been knowing how to sew clothes. I've been knowing that I knew how to do all of this. So now that I'm watching myself do it, I'm like, okay, yeah, you got some catching up to do. Because remember when you was just 18 and you had this plan? I still have books. I still have sketches. I go back to so much stuff and watch what I've done. I'll be like, yeah, we got some catching up to do, Andrea.
Well, I think you have time to do it. And
Not enough.
Yeah, you got time.
I'm just
It'll happen.
playing.
You're still young. You still got time. I'm a lot older than you, and I'm 41 years old. And like when I was your age, fuck, I don't know what the fuck I was doing. But I mean, you got plenty of time.
Yeah, but see how you are, where you at, and I'm just not saying it's like shade or nothing, but I want to be like how you got your business going on, and like in St. Louis and stuff. Like I want to be doing 3 times more than that.
But you know what? Let me tell you that. And real quick, I'm gonna end this with that. When I was a drug dealer, and I had when I said I had 3 motorcycles, 5 cars, a shoebox with a couple $100,000. Like that was my life for like 3-4 years, and like money was nothing to me. Now my life is not about chasing that. Like I've experienced that, and I know that didn't make me happy.
Okay.
It didn't. So like that's just like right now, like as long as I'm able to like take a vacation like once or twice a year, buy myself a pair of sneakers that I really want, and like plant my garden like I was talking about, like that's okay for me. And like for me, like this is Bobby talking, like having 20 restaurants or having like a nationwide brand is not my goal. That's not my personal goal.
It's not my goal, but what I'm saying is like I did not know what made me happy until in these last 6 months, and being successful and being that person of my family. If it changed in the next 5 years, then hell yeah, but it makes me feel good when my granny call me and say I'm in the newspaper. It makes me feel good when I tell my granny, oh my God, granny, guess who I'm working with? It makes me feel good to just be the complete opposite of what my family and what everybody around me is used to.
Well, I'm 100% proud of you, because
Thank you.
I've definitely grown a greater respect for you.
Thank
because
you.
I didn't know you, and the whole purpose for me having you on my show was to like get to know that part of you.
Okay.
And understand and just try to get to know who you were.
Thank you.
And because like I said, I know a lot of girls that are in the club, and I know them personally, but I wanted to talk to somebody like you that I didn't know personally, and see where your head was, where your grind was, where your experiences were, and find out that those things about you. And I did. And I think you're dope. Like I love
Thank
that.
you.
I think that you're
Likewise.
that your passion for like growth is just like it's energetic, and I dig it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you like just fucking blossom, like yo, like straight up. Like
Thank you.
I mean, I think you got the recipe, and a lot of people like don't have the recipe. Some people need a chef. Some people have the ideas, but they don't have the recipe. I think that you have the recipe.
Thank you.
I mean, that's a big deal. Like, you have the recipe to like, because I mean, you don't take no for an answer.
Why?
You don't, and a lot of people get discouraged by that. But you just you don't let that stop you. It's not like you're gonna let that define who you are. Like, I'm gonna keep going until I fucking like make this shit happen, and that's what's up.
You ever listen to J. Cole? Will Smith, J. Cole said he stood outside of Jay-Z's, his I don't know, whatever record label, whatever. He tried to give him his CD 1,000 times, and he wouldn't even take it.
Man,
Now
I
look at him.
had people standing out on that curb with a sign that said "Free Wings" for 6 months, just to get them to come through my doors.
Really?
And then that was
That's
10
what's
years
up.
ago. And then I built a fucking landmark. Now I'm at a place where
Hard work and dedication.
yeah, I worked my ass
I
off.
applaud you just from you, like you said, just going to the feds. Like that really moves me, because with my brother, I swear, I tell him like, my uncle got out of jail and he went straight to McDonald's. Even though he's still, I ain't gonna lie, my uncle take care of his family and everything off of McDonald's. Like
And you can.
Yeah, you can.
I got it real quick, and I want to end it.
Okay.
Like, before this McDonald's closed, I used to use this guy as an example all the time. The general manager at that McDonald's for the past 4 years started out as a cashier / dishwasher. Like 9 years ago, when I first opened this restaurant, he was like the bum, or like the dude,
The bottom guy,
yeah,
basically.
the bottom guy. And I saw his progression, and I saw him like become like a shift leader. I'm like, bro, good for you.
Yeah.
And then he became a shift, like a manager,
Like a general manager.
and
That's
then
next.
and then he became the GM of a whole McDonald's. Had health insurance, had a car payment, had a house payment
Okay.
off of McDonald's, from starting out as a dishwasher. And I'm like, dude, you are the
You gotta applaud people who have regular jobs like that, because that's
I
hard.
love that.
That's
and
hard.
I have so much respect for that guy. And whatever McDonald's he's at right now, like, good for you, bro. But you started at the bottom and you worked your way up. You did exactly what you were supposed to do, and now your family's taken care of. You're taken care of, and it's okay. You're doing the damn thing, and I'm really proud of you. So like, I did.
This the last thing I'm gonna say too.
Please.
I feel like it comes with being realistic too. Like I said, people are not factual with themselves. If you know the place you are in your life and ask yourself, do I want to be here 5 years from now? You're gonna improve. You're gonna elevate. You feel me? I'm pretty sure people who work at probably, let's say DirecTV, that's a semi-good job for some people. You know, work at DirecTV, they think, oh, I'm good. I make nice money. I can pay my bills. Yeah, but 5 years from now, where do you see yourself? Still living from check to check doing this, or do you want to elevate in the field that you're at?
If you're one person that's content with what you're doing right now, and that's just all you want to do, you're different than me. I ain't
gonna lie, Coach A from Rittner always told me that. He's talking about, I never get comfortable. He always told me that. He said, I never get comfortable.
I had a guest that said I'm uncomfortable. I said stay that way.
Yeah, that's good.
You should never be comfortable.
You're gonna always try to do better.
You always want to do more.
Yeah.
I want to finish my book. I want to do this. I want to start a podcast.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to get on YouTube and I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm never gonna be content with just doing
settling.
what I'm doing. Like,
that's good.
I don't want to conquer the world, but I want to leave a legacy. And I created a brand that's going to stick around in St. Louis for a long time.
This scary saying it out loud, but I want to conquer the world.
Do you?
I swear it feels so weird saying it out loud, but this is my first time saying it out loud and meaning it. Like, I do. I want to be like Versace. I want to be like, I want to, when I walk in a room, I want people to stand because they have so much respect for me.
That's dope. That's what they do at Channel 2 when I walk in. But that's on a local level.
But it don't matter. It's still
okay with that.
way up here for me.
Yeah.
So I might have to start with Channel 2 and then go from there.
I'm happy with that. Like, I'm content. Like,
and it's nothing wrong with that, bro.
I'm content with that.
From St. Louis.
I'm cool. Like, I'm just a thug from the South Side. Like, I love what I did.
But you're not though.
I mean, I was.
You said I was. Yeah, you was, but you're not though.
But I mean, look,
you just said Channel 2. Listen, nobody's been. A lot of people ain't.
I mean, Channel 2, like, they know me by
most people on the news, they either call the body.
Oh well.
Or they are the body.
Channel 2 loves me. Shout out to Channel 2. Like, I love you guys. They have me on there all the time.
No, I want to conquer the world. I want to be a designer. I want to be like, I don't want to say her name wrong, but being white, it's a certain woman where her dresses are so beautiful. Like, you got to do the most.
Did she commit suicide?
No.
Vera Wang.
Did she?
Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah, Vera Wang. Yeah, shout out to her.
No, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, Vera Wang.
Are you sure?
She Robin Williams herself. Anyway, on a lighter note,
we just gonna cut that out.
Versace got murdered, like, right on his doorstep. But yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he got shot.
No, I knew he did. He died, but I didn't know from that.
Yeah, he got.
Somebody said growth. Yes, Queen. See, she's been knowing me since before I done anything.
Well, I just grew a lot of respect for you in the past 2 hours. So, like, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
With the left hand, I'm really proud of you. I really am, though. Like, I see it. I see the grind, and I appreciate that. Let's not end up like Vera Wang or Versace. Let's like conquer the world and be the next Virgil from,
I just want to be that person from our city. I want people to brag on me like people brag on Nelly or something.
Well, like, let's make sure that you always, like, shout out the crib.
Oh, no, I am St. Louis. Like, no, all what do you mean?
Always stay true to the crib, man. Please do that for me. Because I'm all about my city. I'm all about it.
I'm going to stay true to St. Louis.
Right.
I ain't going to be like Metro Boom and let Atlanta take me over. Atlanta definitely claims Metro Boomin.
And the only thing Metro Boomin has from the crib is one pendant with the STL on it. He does have an STL pendant. But, like, damn, come on, bro. Come back to the crib sometime.
Listen, it ain't nothing here for him.
I mean, you could rock the St. Louis hat. We all do. I do. When I'm out of town, I'm always got on a St. Louis hat.
But another thing I'm going to say, too, about people who don't rep St. Louis is, did St. Louis fuck? That's the only reason I could think of people not fucking with St. Louis when they leave. Did they fuck with you when you were here, when you were trying to be successful here? Because Stewie Rock is a perfect example of he gave me his story, and he had to leave in order to get to where he was at.
Yeah, Jay Nix.
I love him. He's
Yeah.
I love him. I love him to death. I
He used
love
to be
him.
Jay Nix.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
St. Louis did fuck with him.
they
Like,
did fuck with him, but
did.
what I'm saying is elevation.
Yeah, you gotta elevate, but it's not the city. It's not
He
your,
had to leave.
It's not
I
your
don't
zip
feel
code.
like he-
It's not your zip code. It's you.
But St. Louis still has to show an amount of respect to that person. I can't. Nobody can support me here, and then I go to LA and everybody in the world support me. And now when I get to the top, you want
like
me
I
to vouch
said,
St. Louis.
St. Louis is what it is. But
Yeah,
at the
but
same
it's
time,
not. That's not real. I'm a rep who support me. But St. Louis fuck with me, so I ain't
All
gonna
right
stop.
then, all
I
right
ain't
then,
saying
all
none of that.
right, all
Listen,
right.
my city fuck with me. I'll fuck with y'all. Even before I drop my collection, people always hit me up. Don't you make clothes? Make something. I will play and I will play. I will play. Like, no, listen, my city fuck with me. I fuck with y'all, so I don't even have that conversation.
I love it. All right. On that note,
We out.
we're out of here. Chicken Diary, the drunken Chicken
Drunken
Diary, 'cause
nigga.
you ain't drunk.
Listen, ooh, that's funny. It's so funny because Star will be laughing when she watched this because I couldn't even take a shot at first. And I just took like 4.
I'm gonna have her on my show.
Yeah.
Anyway, Drunken Chicken Diaries. That's another episode, and we're out of this motherfucker. Peace.